welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
L.A.
We are here. A few phone numbers to give out right away. New York, the New York area, if you want in today, 877-692-1027. And anywhere else that we broadcast to, 866-2774-WOW. That's 866-2774-WOW. How are you, my friend?
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know, muddling through. There's not much else going on, you know?
Yeah, it's strange at this point.
I think it's going to get a lot better after the weekend.
It would be nice for people to start calling our office again.
What do you mean?
It's like it's just really quiet back there, you know?
Oh, yeah. There's nobody, like, calling up to come on the show.
No business is going on, which is understandable, but it would be nice to get a call here and there.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess we'll, like I said, after the weekend or maybe when we start bombing somebody, I think it might get a little better.
When does that start? Tomorrow, you think?
I don't know. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I think by next week.
Today is a day of mourning, and how ironic it's raining in New York.
That's disgusting now.
It's just a creepy, creepy day here in New York.
They had, earlier today, they had that memorial service down in Washington that the president was at, and a bunch of the former presidents. And they had what song was playing? They had a whole choir singing what the hell was it? The Battle Hymn of the Republic. And the traffic was so bad on the BQE, right at the part where you're next to you're under the promenade, and there's nothing but the East River between you and Manhattan, so you got a clear view. And there's, the battlefield right there, and the Battle Hymn of the Republic playing. Looking around, everyone in their vehicles are crying. Just crying. It's like, Jesus Christ. No one's going to feel better.
I don't know.
Ever.
I'm feeling I'm feeling a lot of good out there, Anthony. There are so many American flags in the streets of New York. It's unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah, but it just makes you feel crappy for the reason that they're there. You know? It just makes you feel like crap. I'm like more bummed today than I was yesterday. Still just as pissed off. Emotion level, let's see. Still just as pissed off, more bummed.
More bummed?
Yeah, more bummed.
Why? Because it's all starting to sink in? Or?
Yeah, it's just been sinking in. I'm tired of having to deal with it. You know, I'm just sick of it. It doesn't go away. There's nowhere to go. You know, we took about a half hour out of this misery in the office today to throw in tape of Rocco from AAF's wedding bit that he did. And we were laughing at that for all the wrong reasons because it was so bad. So it was great, though. It got us away from this whole thing for a few minutes. It's so bad.
That's the only entertainment.
That was the only entertainment. It was finally something, was there to make us laugh. It was so entirely bad.
After yesterday's show, I've had my Walkman for the last 4 days. I never bring a Walkman into New York. Never, ever, ever. But, I've been listening to radio nonstop. And, last night, I had to get away. So I read a little article on Kurt Cobain on the ride home.
Did you?
On the train.
It's kind of
I want to say hi to everyone I've met on the train the last 2 days. Unbelievable. Everyone is talking to everyone in this city.
Yeah, it's disgusting. It really is. I mean, you'll know everything's back to normal or as normal as we can be when we could just go back to the fine art of hating each other like we did before this happened.
Oh, let's not use the word hate. There's enough hate going around.
I know, but I'm a realist over here. I remember what it was like before Tuesday. Everyone's just miserable. But that's who we are, That's how it was walking around town, just miserable. Get out of my way. You're not walking on the sidewalk fast enough. Stop snapping your picture, you goddamn tourist. Cab, taxi driver, get the hell out of my way. I'm trying to turn here. Pedestrians crossing in the crosswalk when it says don't walk. I got a green light. I'm going to run you over. The good old days, Hopefully soon we'll be able to all rally together, a mutual hatred for whoever the hell is underneath our tons of bombs that will be dropping soon.
All right, Neil, you're the first call on the Opie and Anthony Show. What's going on?
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Pretty good.
Hey, just one thing. I'm just wondering, where the hell is Sharpton in all this? The supposed leader of the people.
I'm in an underground bunker.
No, seriously.
It's called the Big Dig in Boston.
Why isn't he coming out in support of the cops for all the years that he rode them into the ground over everything? Why isn't he coming out? You know, where is he? I saw him on Fox TV today, spouting off about something.
See, here's some of the great hatred that we all remember.
There's no,
oh my God.
There's no turmoil as far as Al Sharpton's concerned.
He knows.
Al makes his living between the strife between the blacks and the whites in this city. Let's be honest. And you walk around the city now, people are the blacks and the whites and everyone else. We're all one now, man. I'm not. No one's thinking, the difference between any group these days in the city,
except for the Arabs.
Well, yeah,
everyone's been looking at them with a little suspicion.
I feel bad for the innocent the Arabs, but
I know.
But what do you want from us at this point?
Don't you look? I mean,
your own people are just living in this country in these little cells, just waiting for the word to do this type of thing. So we don't know where you are or where you live, and sure, we're going to give you a look when we see you now. It's just natural. I'm sorry to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, finally, the black community will realize the fraud that he is.
Well, we haven't seen him on the tube, that's for sure.
He was on Bet today. I saw him on Bet today during the ceremony, which I thought was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I finally have a lot of confidence in Bush after that speech that he made today.
Yeah,
it was finally a very good speech that showed nothing but steel.
Yeah, he's ready to go, my friends.
The speech in the cathedral was really good.
I believe the response that's going to happen is just going to be bigger than anyone thinks.
He's ready to go.
So, all right, guys, thanks.
And I think it starts tomorrow.
You think so?
Whatever, yeah. Oh, yeah. This isn't something that's like, okay, they did this, we'll do this, that's it. We all know that, but it's time to make a statement, and that statement, I think, will happen either tomorrow or Sunday.
We'll see. We will see. His speech from the cathedral in Washington today was a lot better than those little snippet speeches he gave on Tuesday. Had a little more emotion to it. He was a little more clear about what he was saying. But the Reverend Billy Graham's speech or sermon, how come it's called a sermon when a priest does it? Or a reverend. He gets up there and I'm sorry, I can't relate to it. He's talking about how the people that died Tuesday are in heaven and they wouldn't want to come back because it's paradise there, and he's going into this whole science fiction story of religion that I can't relate to. I can't get comfort from it, Hey, what if somebody was an evil person that died in there? Are they burning in hell right now? I can't buy the whole sci-fi thing. And just, he's saying that these people went to work and got on the plane and didn't know it was going to be their last day on Earth, which is true. But then he's using that to say, this is why we have to get closer to God. And, with the reason that these monsters did this being their version of God and what their God wants them to do, I really don't want to hear the other end of the spectrum and what Billy Graham wants us to do for our God, I've had it up to here with the religion, Let's get to the religion of the bomb and start just wreaking some havoc of our own.
You're ready to go, my friend.
The flaming finger of God, stirring it around like some warm coffee around Afghanistan. That's what I want to say.
Todd, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Pretty good.
From sitting here listening to you, and my first feeling so far today has been anger and despair, and each day I feel even more numb.
Yeah, I'm just more pissed off and bummed, and like I'm tired of it. Todd, of course, like anyone, I want it to just go away, but I know it's not gonna, but I really don't even want to deal with it anymore.
I'll tell you, though, being a true New Yorker, I was in that building the night before with some friends, and it was too cloudy to take pictures, and I said, we'll be able to come back.
Yeah.
Which we can't, but the more I hear about it, that quiet anger that New Yorkers walk around with, as you were saying before?
Yeah.
I think what's really on the pulse of it now is that everybody just wants to turn that anger into whomever our enemies decide to be. And I think the waiting is just killing us.
Everyone's waiting.
The waiting's just about over, my friend.
It is.
Todd, hang in there. Things are going to be all right, man. The flag still stands.
Thanks. And on one funny note,
yeah,
I was watching Tom Brokenjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that makes me laugh is that guy's got no front teeth. Those lips do not move.
And that speech impediment's great.
It's amazing. But God bless for the work you're doing, and I hope everybody who passed away, I wish them well.
All right.
And,
thank you, Tom.
Life is good. Thank you.
Hang in there, all right?
Thank you.
I got to tell you one thing, and tell me how you feel about this, Ant. When you get out of the subway near Penn Station, you're down near Penn Station, you walk about a block and a half in front of Macy's and all that. There's a bunch of people set up, always selling stuff as you're going to the trains, the Long Island Railroad and stuff. Usually it's a bunch of crap, incense and little drawings and stuff. You sit there and they draw your face, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Yesterday, there were people selling the American flags.
Right.
Like crazy. And then, there were some, Orientals. Asians, I should say.
They're Asian people, Opie. Asians. Is the politically correct term to use.
And they were selling pictures, Anthony. They were selling pictures of the Twin Towers completely engulfed in flames. And people were buying them.
Why? Why were they selling them? Why were people buying them?
I think they saw an opportunity to make some money. It's something.
See, that's
America, that America's about. And I'm sitting there going, you gotta be kidding me. And why aren't the people, on this sidewalk walking by outraged?
Yelling. I saw something that freaked me out too.
In a little like cardboard frame, you can get your Twin Towers picture completely engulfed in flames.
Yeah, that's good. Hand your cash over for that, bastards. I saw something last night freaked me out, pretty much on the same lines. A woman waiting online with a bunch of other people with pictures of loved ones, trying to find out where they are and what happened to them. She's standing there, tears in her eyes, with the picture, wearing a white shirt, with the World Trade Center on it, and it says "Terror at the Towers." Oh. She bought a fucking T-shirt.
She bought a T-shirt
that says "Terror." She had to be walking down the street, and I pictured this in my head. She's got the picture of the person she loves
that she's trying to find that
died in this mess,
going from hospital to hospital,
and on her way there or somewhere, she stopped and saw T-shirts for sale. Totally using the dead and the tragedy to turn a buck with a T-shirt. She forked over her money and is wearing a Terror at the Towers T-shirt. I couldn't believe it.
You guys, you got to give those people hell.
You got, and
no violence,
no advocating violence here, but you got stern friggin' tongue lashing.
You got to give those people hell that are selling the T-shirts of the towers engulfed,
and the pictures,
or the little pictures on the corner. These Asian people barely spoke English. They're here in America.
Sons of bitches,
reaping the benefits, and now they see an opportunity to sell pictures of the Twin Towers engulfed.
Bastards.
Something needs to be said of these people.
You know what you do?
And I'm pissed off at myself. Yeah, it's because someone will call. I did not say anything last night, and the whole way home on the Long Island Railroad, I was like, why didn't I say anything
about that?
Yeah, because it pissed me off.
You know what you do? If you see an Asian person selling stuff like that, it's harmless. It wouldn't hurt. It's like a Nerf. Throw an egg roll at him. Go buy an egg roll and throw it at him. Bastards. What the hell are they doing on the sidewalk selling pictures of the moment people are dying and making a buck from it?
I haven't seen the T-shirts yet.
I was stunned. You saw it, Kev? Yeah, because Kev was looking over as I was saying this and going like, yeah, terror in the towers.
Yeah, I saw it on CNN.
Could you believe that this woman who's grieving and trying to find this person is supporting someone making money off of the death of those people?
Why would you even make a T-shirt for this occasion?
Yeah, why would you make it? And then if you're affected directly by it, why would you then buy it and support that that's selling those shirts?
That's the strangest part about your little story. She was walking the streets of Manhattan trying to find this person.
And she decides she's going to buy a T-shirt.
She needs the T-shirt.
Who made the T-shirts up? What company made it up? What friggin' monster company made it up? Yeah. We just got to start taking some action here.
Piss me off. All right, let's go to Philly. Man, phones aren't working. Every day, same thing happens with the phones. Do. 3. Thank you. Jeff, what's going on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Guys, first of all of Philadelphia, you should see what's going on outside the station YSP, the one that broadcasts you.
Yeah, I'm hearing there's like,
all day.
I'm hearing there's like 1,000 people outside the radio station right now bringing all sorts of stuff by.
There's at least 15 to 20 trucks on their way up. They said they were going to stop at 5. I think they're going well into the night. They have to.
Cool. And
everything.
People coming out of the woodworks to donate stuff?
Yes, there are. I work at a hotel, and I'm getting any kind of towels that aren't being used right now. They're coming up tomorrow.
Okay.
You guys can use that and soap and everything. So all around the country, go to your nearest Red Cross. Now, I do want to say something about that woman who was selling the T-shirts.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say it, but now you started me.
Yeah.
This woman, if she has a vendor's license, revoke it. Throw her little ass in jail right now. That is despicable. And if she isn't, she should be arrested anyway for illegal selling.
What are they screaming at out there?
I think they're playing foosball.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, they're playing football.
We're back to normal.
We're back to normal outside our studio.
Right. There should be no one selling anything to do with this tragedy. They should be allowed. They shouldn't be allowed, and the dopes that are buying this stuff and supporting these people should be smacked in the friggin' face.
It's up to us to make it hard for them to sell this crap on the streets of New York. I'm telling you, guys, you know?
Just bombard them with curses and don't stop until they fold up their little suitcase full of goodies and leave. Because that's a disgrace.
Now, we can hate your Giants, we can hate your Jets, we can hate your Rangers up here. Right now, we are one country together, and there was a picture. I just signed on to the computer, and the picture of the American flag with all the rubble around it.
Yeah.
You can hurt our buildings. You cannot kill the spirit of America. You guys are doing a hell of a job.
Which picture are you talking about? The 3 firemen putting our American flag back up?
No, actually, it's one that's just a flag that was actually standing. I have seen that other one too.
Yeah, that's one.
That's a great one. It's the soldiers raising the flag at Iwo Jima.
Yeah,
and it's famous.
Exactly.
That's a famous shot.
You guys hang in there. It is going to get better. We will go back to lesbians for a day. It's just going to take some time.
It's cool, and we'll go back to hating your sports teams, my friend.
Take care, guys.
That's what makes this radio show fun. Trust me. All right. All right, Jeff.
Hang in there, buddy.
I'm going to talk to someone from WYSP to see exactly what the details are down there. All right. We'll help you out with that. There goes Jeff. Yeah, Anthony, why don't you explain that screensaver? Because it's my screensaver. Because I think it's awesome.
Yeah, somebody.
Usually, just to show you my frame of mind, by the way, my screensavers always revolve around some really hot-looking chick.
Yeah.
But I'm like, screw that for a while. And someone sent me the picture, and it's my screensaver now.
Yeah, it's one shot is Iwo Jima, the soldiers raising the flag. It's a famous shot. There's a statue of it, and there's another shot right next to it of the firefighters raising a flag at the World Trade Center. 3 firefighters, and the flag pole that they're raising it on is tilted on an angle, just like the one at Iwo Jima, and it looks very similar. And the spirit of the 2 photos is quite similar too.
Yeah, it moved me. I was like, yeah, this is what I want to see every day.
Eric from Jersey saying that T-shirt, Terror at the Towers, was from the car bombing years ago. But no, I saw other ones that were...
Well, this guy's saying the Terror at the Tower T-shirt was from the bombing in 93.
Yeah, the bombing in 93.
Well, no, whatever. Why are you wearing any T-shirts about, the World Trade Center being bombed or exploding?
I'm not apologizing.
Well, what? They're dumping out. What happened?
Bill from Stanford. Why? I called him a rooster. We'll have to do that.
Oh.
Hey, morons. The Terror at the Tower T-shirt was from the 93 blast. Please apologize. I'm not apologizing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. This woman that's looking for her loved one is wearing a Terror at the Tower T-shirt. I don't care when it's from. And it didn't look like a T-shirt that was almost 10 years old either. I have concert T-shirts from 10 years ago. I can't even see them anymore. They're so full of holes. So I'm not apologizing, Bill. Tool. God, I'm angry. We got to bomb something quick.
All right,
I can't take this much longer.
Let's get some phones going here. Dave, what's going on, man?
Hey, guys. I've been listening to you guys for a while since you started here in Philadelphia, and I think what you guys are doing are great.
Cool.
You know, I just got back to my office a little bit ago from being out on the road and been thinking about the people up there in New York and D.C. and all that. And what these SOBs have done to us is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was thinking about on the way back to my office today is that last weekend was the Naval Air Show down here in Willow Grove. And to watch those planes fly by was awesome. And now I'm thinking, you got to think about the military people now, too. And you know what these guys are going to be facing in the next week, days, whatever it may be.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
Try months, possibly years.
I know. Our hearts need to be with them, too.
All right.
And, you know, and I was driving down the road last Sunday, and I was watching the F-117, and I was telling my wife what a beautiful sight that was.
Yeah.
And
we got some hardware.
Yeah. Got some hardware, and we need to think about them, too.
All right, Dave. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye.
Bye. Hang in there. Big Rock has something different from Cleveland. Big Rock, what's going on?
What's going on, fellas?
How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm just fine, man. I want to tell you guys that I'm with the Salvation Army, and we're getting our buses together to come up to New York and help you guys out.
Cool.
And I just want to know, did you guys see SmackDown last night?
Did they really run SmackDown?
Man, Vince McMahon had I have a dream. Man, Vince McMahon had me pumped. Had me wanting to go over to Iraq my damn self and kill some
Is this true? Is this true that Vince McMahon did a little speech last night?
He went, man, he went off.
We got to find that somehow.
He was like,
I want to see what Vince McMahon had to say.
We're going to fight. We're not going to take this line down. I was just like, let's do it. I mean, I was like, President Vince, let's roll.
How can we get a copy of that? How can we get a copy of that? I got to hear that.
Oh, man.
I don't think it was running the New York area.
Yeah, it probably wasn't.
No, because there was nothing else on TV last night. Nothing.
Yeah. SmackDown did come on. It was on UPN, matter of fact.
Yeah?
Because they were in Austin Monday, so because of what happened Tuesday, they had to stay, basically. And Vince was just saying, I feel for the people in New York, but, we have to show the world that we're not afraid of these terrorists.
Right.
So that's what he did. He ran SmackDown, and everybody had, their opinions of what to say, and it was very moving.
That's so strange you're saying that about a Vince McMahon speech.
I know.
Now, I'm just curious to hear it now.
Oh, man,
All right, we're going to find it. Thanks, bro.
It does make sense.
All right. Bye.
Vince is really patriotic, and, he's a showman. He knows how to give a good speech, and he doesn't have to worry about saying the wrong thing like a politician would. So I'm sure if he did give some kind of speech, it was full of fire.
Right on. Andy, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, nice work you got going on here.
Cool.
Anyway, listen, I was thinking about thanking all these people that are helping out and whatnot. I think we should add 2 more thankful groups to the list here. I think we should add all these young kids that are signing up now to go over and do this if we're going to do it.
Yep.
And also the vets. Because I think that they made this country what it is today and made it as strong as it is and gave us a reason to fight.
All right, cool, bro.
And one more thing real quick.
Yeah.
Looks like Condit got everything he wanted,
Oof.
Who's looking for Chandra Levy now?
Yeah, how lucky did he
Nobody cares about her at all.
Yeah, well.
So he lucked out.
All right, bro.
All right, bud.
Thanks, Andy.
Take it easy.
Anyone lucked out?
We have the Vince McMahon thing, possibly?
Yeah. How the hell we get that?
I'm trying to go to it.
Wow.
Is it A or B? It's B, right? No, it's A, right?
Rick, A, B, C, or D? It's not A, B, D, C, Rick.
It's neither one now. Is it?
Hang on, I know it is.
You know what it is?
Ben knows what it is.
All right, Ben.
Vince McMahon giving a speech. Is it going to be like the Gulf War days where the WWF has characters, the Sheik type character, and, they'll have like an Afghani guy and a Bin Laden looking guy, and we could beat them up in the ring and everyone will cheer from their trailers across the country.
Oh, Ben. That's not it either.
All right, I'll try.
If you get it over here, you might be able to pop it up on mine.
It's on,
Well, don't give it out.
Yeah, don't give it out. We want to check it out.
Just pop it on my site.
All right, we'll figure it out. Let's move on with Rob. Rob, what's up?
Hi.
Hey, Rob.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Oh, okay. First off, I wanted to say, I'm from Boston. I've been listening to the show since you guys came back here. You guys are doing excellent. I think that you guys are doing the best out of everybody right now. All the stations up here have already went back to their music, and you really can't get any information.
Yeah, I don't know the feel of the other cities, but, I'm still pissed off that all the stations in New York went back to regular programming myself, but... But I'm just one guy.
Yeah, I'm so utterly pissed off.
Wacky, goofy radio guy, so what do I know?
I am so pissed off. It's...
Ben, I'm talking to Rob from Boston. Hold on a second.
So we got the bit.
All right, well, God damn it.
All right, I just wanted to say...
I have no patience left for
real
anyone.
Quickly.
I hate everybody.
One of my teachers...
Oh, we had to see if it was working. The only way to do it is to play it.
But Rob has something to say in Boston. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, yeah, I was in class yesterday, and one of my teachers decided to make some comments about this whole situation.
Yeah.
We're all sitting there learning in our math class, and the teacher decided to say, oh, I guess a couple kids came late because they must have missed their flight.
Yeah.
Hello?
Thank you, Rob.
All right. Hey, Rob, thanks.
Oh, are you guys leaving?
What?
I'm here.
What?
Never mind.
All right, listen, we got to regroup because, all right, do we have that clip now?
Yes.
All right.
It's okay. Take a breath, everyone.
All right. Okay. Start it up.
Here we go. We're buffering, as they say in the internet business. Buffering.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Houston, Texas, for a very special live edition of World Wrestling Federation SmackDown.
Where's my chick, JR? Why ain't I here?
Tonight, the spirit of America lives here in Houston, Texas. On behalf of everyone here in the arena and a worldwide television audience, we would like to extend our condolences to the victims and the families and friends of the victims of the terrorist acts that occurred on Tuesday in New York City and Washington, D.C. Our nation's leaders have encouraged us to return to living our lives the way we normally do. Our nation's leaders have encouraged us to continue to live our lives the American way. They've encouraged us to practice.
Buffering, Opie, buffering. It happens. It's the internet. And that, I guess what Vince is going to say is that's why he's having SmackDown, because he wants to continue. If a man could fall out of the rafters and die and they could keep the pay-per-view going, this should be nothing for Vince McMahon.
Why don't we get it on shortcuts so we don't have to go through all this and then we can play it?
That might help.
Yeah, I was in the process of doing that.
All right. What's the matter, Opie? Calm down.
No.
It's okay.
No.
You're freaking out.
I get to see Christy Turlington today. That's okay.
Go F yourself.
Go F yourself. I'm ripping off Earl.
Psycho Mark, what's up?
F-15s are flying over the hood, yo. They ain't taking us again, man.
No, Air Force One's coming in, so you're gonna see a lot of action.
Dude, they just blew by full afterburners. There's nothing seen better than American fighters.
Yeah.
Full flames coming out those missiles are on the way.
All right, they're flying overhead downtown there.
They're circling around. The president's going to be here shortly. We're all being set up. They've locked everything down. Good service is all over the place. It's a real tight situation. And, again, thanks to everybody out there who sent stuff in. My God, this stuff flies. It's just amazing. I mean, they just keep coming in. People keep walking in with stuff. God bless everybody.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Just the support. My hood's destroyed, yo. It's just not a good thing.
My hood's destroyed, yo.
It is, yo. Yo, B.
Why are you saying
it's
yo?
all effed up.
Why are you saying yo a lot?
You've been smoking a lot of pot.
You smoke 12 joints. What would you say?
Yeah.
You haven't slept in days. You're smoking dope.
Dude, I'm out of my mind. They just put me up at the Tribeca Grand so I can pull a Mariah Carey tonight.
Oh, so you can just go insane?
Well, I won't go insane. I'll just, throw out the furniture out the window and TV like my father used to do.
You're not allowed in your place anymore?
No, it's not so much that I'm allowed in. The guys will let me in, but I live on the 43rd floor, so would you like to walk up and play?
No.
I didn't think so. So, no, Fox put me up. They were real, they were great.
Thank God for Fox.
Fox! But we were just trying to establish. There goes an F-15 again! Yeah! America! You guys can hear it. Here we go.
Cool. Something else. Jesus.
F-15, full afterburner, mother effer. We're coming after you, sons of bitches, and you better watch out.
All right. I wonder where Air Force One's going to land today.
They're going to bring him in by chopper.
Well,
most likely.
Yeah, that's obvious, but.
So, but they're going to, if anything, they've landed at McGuire Air Force Base, probably down in New Jersey or out of Long Island, but most likely McGuire. And they fly him up, in the chopper.
Yeah.
Either that or they go directly chopper. But they got this whole place grounded down, man. It's insane.
Yeah, I don't think they'll fly him into Kennedy or anything.
Yeah, they might. Everything's shut down. You never know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's true.
All right, Mark, call back if anything else is happening down there.
All
okay?
right, I'll call in if the president comes. Again, just a tremendous thanks to everybody out there who's picked up a bottle of Gatorade.
Hey, Mark, let me ask you a question.
Wait, Psycho Mark, Psycho Tim, your brother's on the phone.
Hey, Timmy, you scumbag in Boston.
Hey,
what are you doing?
with all the police presence and all the FBI there, are they doing random drug searches on people walking down the street?
Dude, drug dealers are having a heyday in New York City. I mean, they must be having cocaine parties up in the Bronx like you read about, I hate to say that. It's a little disrespectful, but, with so much police presence down here, I'm sure there's a little other things being neglected.
Yeah. Oh, here comes the president's helicopter now.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to run up to the rooftop and get a better view. I'll call you back with some more information as soon as it lands here. I can see everything going on, all right?
Yeah, that must have been why you just heard those fighters, because his helicopter just landed. Where is that? Any idea?
I think he's going to be landing at Sturtevant High School, which is right on the river. They've got a whole park that's set off.
Well, yeah.
Well, we're going to fade up the TV. Thanks, guys.
He just touched down.
See you guys later.
Right. Maybe also he'll be able to extend condolences and extend hope to those who are still wanting and hoping for good news from the crash site.
As you might imagine, and we've been saying this really for more than 24 hours, his itinerary is secret. We do know that the primary plan here is for him to actually meet people on the ground, express his grief, his sorrow, to show some compassion. As Marsha Kramer, our reporter, mentioned just a few minutes ago, to roll up his sleeves and get involved with the folks who are involved both in the rescue effort and those grieving for the loved ones lost.
And he'll also be surrounded
Looks like he
by
landed right by Battery Park,
of
right?
all different backgrounds.
Is that what you're thinking, Ben?
To show again what this is about.
Yeah, he's right. There's he's right by Battery Park. I could totally tell by the area from the shot.
Other aircraft circling around, too. Making sure he's okay. That is one secure area down there, man.
Poof. All right, let's go back to the phones. Talk to John from Dallas. John, what's up?
Hey, Nana, how's everything going up there?
We're hanging in there, John.
Yeah, cool. Hey, just want you to know, even though our way up there, just holler at us. We're right next door, and we've got some stuff and people coming up there, and money will be trickling up there pretty soon, but all you got to do is holler. We're on the way.
Yeah, it's so cool how everyone is coming together on this thing, so thanks, John.
You betcha. Have a good one.
All right, bro. Let's move on to Brad. Brad, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I wanted to agree with that John guy there, man. Like, everything that's going on around here now, like, all these flags flying half-staff and everything, and everybody sending materials up there that they need. It's really, it's boosting everybody's morale, I believe. I think it's really a great thing.
Yeah, it's
we had a station up here, one of the rock stations I listened to up here in Cleveland. They had a contest going on, a nationwide contest. Grand prize was like $100,000. And they decided to cancel the contest and send it up there to them guys and give them the money so they can help them out at all.
Well, right on. That's the thing to do. All right. Listen, I got to go back because Psycho Mark is calling in again. He might have an update. All right. Thank you.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, Brad from Cleveland. Psycho Mark.
Dude, the President of the United States of America is directly over my head. F-15s are circling around. We've got CH-47s off in the distance. We've got Apaches. We've got everything, dude. They got F-15 circling.
It's an effing air show above Manhattan right now.
Dude, it's an air show over Manhattan. But this isn't any regular air show.
God, if that doesn't get you psyched up a bit.
Oh, man.
There is some action right above our heads right now.
Dude, President's circling right now. He's right over the river. Well, they've got two separate choppers for the President. We're not sure which one's for the President. One's going over Brooklyn right now, and one's right over the river. They always have two.
They got the decoy.
Yes, the decoy. But then again, if you have two Stinger missiles, hey, you take them both out.
Well, there's
just a joke.
Hillary Rotten Clinton.
Oh, did you see that miserable snot on TV?
And her wife, Chuck Schumer, who's always with her. It seems like those two are attached at the friggin' hip. Everywhere you see Hillary, you see Chuck Schumer, Hillary's wife.
And boy, do those two look like leaders, huh, Anthony?
Hey,
they really know how to lead and get us through a tough situation.
Hey, Anthony.
What's up, Mark?
You'll appreciate this. I went up to David Blumenthal of NBC Nightly News. I go, Tom Brokaw, NBC Nightly News, would you pull your pants down and give me a gag? He died. I go, hey, David, you ever listen to Opie and Anthony? He's like, no, I've never heard him. I go, well, they do a good Tom Brokaw. You should tune in, you dumbass.
And this is the same Psycho Mark that was the respected journalist that Fox was using as their man on the scene on Tuesday.
Wow, come on. I almost beat up some ABC producers, some slant-eyed bitch. She comes up here, right, with a bunch of waters, right? She goes, I've got water for everybody. And then she looks at me with the Fox hat. She goes, oh, you work for Fox. I'm like, F you miserable bitch. We're all in this together.
So she didn't give me the water?
F you miserable bitch. We're all in this together. Only Psycho Mark could say something like that and have it make any sense.
Can we quote you on that, Mark?
Dude, any day.
All right.
F you. No, but I mean, there's nothing worse than women producers in TV. I'm sorry. This is all the tech guys out there that have to put up with those douchebags.
We've had an experience with a couple of women producers, and
dude, they're all nuts. I think they break them all from the same mold.
I think they know how to drink.
Yeah, right. That's for sure. So the president right now, both the choppers are out of sight. I think they're landing at the heliport, which is on.
Well, one landed already.
Yeah, they're on
Battery Park. Mark,
yeah, exactly. By East River. They just landed by the East River.
What on the East River? Battery Park.
The heliport that would be most likely by the Brooklyn Bridge.
All right.
Closest one. But I just want to let you guys know that.
Wait, Ben is saying no. Ben, what do you got?
The Statue of Liberty's on the side that the one they're showing on Channel 2 right now, so that'd be right over by Battery Park, as opposed to being over by South Street Seaport. Something landed on the west side, because you could see the Statue of Liberty.
All right, Mark.
All right, guys.
Call us back if anything else is going on, all right?
Yeah, no worries.
All right, man.
Take care, bros.
There. Mark,
thank God the pot is still getting into our country. And for the likes of people like Psycho Mark.
Keith the Cop, what's going on?
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, how you holding up, man?
I just woke up.
Dude, you scared the hell out of me last night.
Dude, let me tell you something.
And then I tried to call you back, and I couldn't get your phone to work.
Let me tell you,
yeah,
that's scary enough, man.
You know,
when
I wish I hit record on my phone. I didn't even tell Anthony. Keith, can I? Yeah, what the hell? You know, Keith's been calling a bunch of us at night when he's at Ground Zero to just kind of give us the feel of what's going on down there as they continue their rescue efforts and all that. And so we hang up, you know, after Keith's like, man, it's really effed up down here and, you know, really somber and real serious and stuff. But mellow, you know, and he's like, yeah, we're just kind of waiting around, waiting to, you know, do something. And then I hang up. 10 minutes later, I answer the phone, and it's Keith the Cop. Like I've never heard him before, scared out of his effing mind. You were running, right?
As fast as I could.
Yeah, full sprint. And this is all he goes to me. He goes, dude, turn on your TV and tell me which building is collapsing. Whoa. Because a siren went off, which basically says, you know, get the hell out of the area?
Yeah, they're telling you, like, you hear the sirens or, you know, you hear collapse and then everyone just starts running and it's just.
Yeah, so
it's total chaos, running in every direction, just trying to get away, and you don't know what it is. They don't say, okay, run this way because this building's going. They just say, run.
Yeah. Run. So it's a coincidence because what you hit redial or something, right?
I hit redial on the phone.
And all I hear is like, turn on the TV, tell me what building's falling. Freaking the F out. And you could just imagine, because when you get out of the ground zero area, because they have that area lit up like it's day, right? Right, kid?
Yeah.
But as soon as you get kind of on the outskirts of the lights, it's a ghost town. Total darkness, no one on the streets. And he's just running for his life, has no clue if a building's coming down around him.
Oh, man. And,
dude, you freaked me out. And then we, you thought you were okay and you hung up. And then, I'm like, man, I gotta call him back. And I couldn't get through to your phone for whatever reason.
Yeah, the cell phone's, they're still in and out down there.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
That was freaky last night.
I know. And then, you go back and...
A full sprint, trying to make a call, scared. Going, turn on the TV, tell me which building is falling.
Yeah, and you go back, and 10 minutes later, you're 20 minutes later, you're back on the pile, and you're working again, and, 20 minutes later, it happens again.
Right.
And, then so it just starts to freak out a little bit when you're standing on the pile, and, now things start, guys are working, and then all of a sudden you feel like a rumble.
Yeah.
Or, you get scared, but, you get through it, and... You do what you got to do, but last night was just,
Yeah, it was wild, dude. What's going on today? Well, you just woke up.
Yeah, I started yesterday at 4 p.m. I got off this morning at 10 o'clock. I slept for a couple hours here. And I'm going 4 o'clock back on the clock and gonna head back down again.
Right.
And, I have no idea what went on for the last 6 hours because I've just, been asleep.
Right.
But I'm gonna, head back down again.
All right, Keith.
All right.
Nothing really happened last night?
No, the one thing is after you do have those incidents where you're scared and you're running like that and stuff, and you get back on the pile, and last night when, they call for a backboard and they bring it up to the top of the hill and, they pull a fireman out, it's all worth it.
Yeah.
The feeling that you get and everyone stops working for, a couple minutes and they start cheering as they take the guy out. It makes the risk of what you're doing all worth it to see, one of our own get pulled out again.
Yeah, all right.
So.
All right, Keith.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Hang in there.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Bye.
That was crazy last night. I wish I had the audio of that. It was insane. Let's move on to Carl. Hey, Carl.
Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Am I on?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, no kidding. All right, I'm calling from Boston. First of all, great job, you guys. I know everybody's been telling you that. I wanted to mention a little bit about some of the coverage that people like CNN have been doing, reporting false information. It gets a little frustrating. You don't know what to believe.
Yeah, you're so right.
For example, pulling the firefighters out of an SUV yesterday, come to find out that wasn't true.
Yep. Yeah.
And also, these 10 people we arrested down in New York, turns out it wasn't even related.
Yeah.
To all this stuff. What do you guys think about this?
Well, we discussed this yesterday. What's going on is, they're looking for ratings. They're looking for, people to watch their particular broadcast of this whole thing, and they're all trying to scoop each other.
Yeah.
That's what it has become. It's a news event, and they want to have better coverage than all the other stations doing it.
They blurt it out, hope it ends up true.
You're right. I think they ought to have a little more respect for the American public. Forget about ratings for a while. It's a national crisis.
Right.
Put that stuff aside and just report the facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you're not going to see that. Nope. They definitely want to get as much ratings out of this as possible. So,
but you know something, the American people eat this up. They eat this crap up.
They do.
You couldn't go anywhere without everybody talking about every report, and everyone tries to one up each other on what they know about and how accurate their report is. So, not that anyone's enjoying it. I'm not saying that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that we eat this stuff up. Yep. And it's just our nature, I guess. So there's a demand, so they're just supplying it.
You're absolutely right. Hey, just one more thing. I think you guys were talking a little bit at the top of your show about how things have been a little quiet, nothing new has really developed. I think it's the calm before the storm, you know what I mean? I think.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind. This is. Yeah, I understand what's going on. Today's a day to mourn, and tomorrow we get down to business.
Right.
Absolutely.
Whether it's tomorrow or so, I can't imagine we have nothing huge to report by Monday.
Well, you have not seen the generals. You haven't seen the people that plan these things out. They haven't been holding the press conferences. They are waiting and planning, and that's what's going on right now.
We are
as we speak.
We are mother effers when it comes to this thing.
The thing we were talking about yesterday, Dick Cheney. Where the hell has Dick Cheney been? President Bush.
Exactly.
President Bush is at the churches. He's there. Now he's in New York meeting with
the hospitals down there in Washington.
Washington. He's in New York meeting with the people at Ground Zero that are doing the rescue efforts and recovery. Why don't you think he isn't in Washington planning the attack? Because he's being kept briefed on what they're doing. But there are people that are doing that. Dick Cheney.
God damn, our president is in New York City.
There he goes.
Pretty cool, huh?
Ah, that is
Did he land yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just walked out.
Oh, man.
You know who's going to...
pumped. Getting pumped.
You know who this is really going to affect? The airlines. Bad. I was listening to Wins, and the guy says, if you want some kind of perspective on how bad the airlines are going to be hit by this, they still have to pay their employees. They still have to maintain the aircraft, which costs a lot of money every day. And without money coming in, they're going to go broke real quick. He put some perspective on it. He goes, ask yourself if you're going to fly in the near future. Then ask 10 of your friends if they're going to fly. And listen to the answer. And you decide what kind of an impact that's going to have on air travel and the airline industry.
I can tell you about myself. I think it's 3 weeks, I was going to fly to Rochester to check out the Jets and the Bills going at it. Mm-hmm. I have no desire to go now.
Nope.
No desire whatsoever.
See? I think the government's going to have to step in. This is going to cost more money than you could ever imagine. Not just directly with the damage and the compensation, but just the residual stuff like this, like the airlines. The government's going to have to come in because we need a national airline. We need these planes to be available. And in order to keep it going, the government's going to have to step in with billions of dollars. So this is going to be really, really expensive in a lot of ways.
All right, let's talk to Tim Sabian, the program director of WYSP in Philadelphia, that has picked up our radio show.
Yeah.
Tim.
Hey, how you guys doing?
We got you on the air, man.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I want to thank you for not breaking away from our show to play commercials. Some of these cities have decided to do that today.
It's just the right thing to do. People need to hear what's going on and the vibe of what's happening, and there's it's just a time to get involved and to make things right.
Right. Cool.
I think Monday we'll probably get back to business as usual here at the station. And
by the way, you guys can pot up Melissa. She's here live on 5th and Market here in Philadelphia.
Okay.
We've got Operation Brotherly Love going on, and she can tell you all about it.
All right, Melissa. Melissa.
You guys got it?
No, we can't hear her.
You can't hear her?
We can't hear her, Tim. Melissa. Hello? Hello?
Militia.
Okay, well, thanks for that report.
Hey,
Melissa.
hold on a second. Hang on.
All right.
All right, that was too much technology. Now I'm on the cell phone.
There you go.
I got... Tim called me, and he wants to talk about what's going on in Philly, which is cool. And he's like, why don't we do it through the ISDN line and this and that so it sounds clear? I'm like, no, the phone works good enough. Let's just get the info out there and do this. We don't have to be a slick radio show today.
Yeah. Well, I was on the mic, but we're on the cell phone now, and I'm here to tell you guys what's going on down here because it's absolutely amazing.
All right.
Unbelievable. I wish that you guys could be here just to be a part of it. I know you're in the city where everything's happening, but we wanted to let people know that stuff is going on down here.
Melissa, you finally decided to flash everyone?
Yeah, right. That's why all these people showed up. Well, fortunately, they're actually here for an amazing thing, and the whole city united. There's people of all different races here and cultures, and I swear to God, there's got to be 1,000 people here right now, and thousands throughout the entire day that just brought supplies. They donated trucks, and we're sending up a convoy. It's Operation Brotherly Love, and we're going to be here till 5. If I could just say a few things that we still need. Empty boxes to come down here just to fill up all the stuff that these people so generously brought down. But it's really touching. I kind of lost it a few times today already. And usually these people see me out in the public having a blast with them. And so many people came up to me today and just said it's amazing to see you out here directing traffic and hauling boxes. And you know what? you just have to get in there and do what you can. So,
if people are heading your way with stuff, the NYPD and the NYFD have they've given us a list that we need to pass along to everybody.
All right, I'll let them know.
No, these are the items that they really, really are looking for. Eye wash, very, very important.
I saw a lot of that, so that's great.
Okay, surgical mask.
Yep.
Nasal spray, sterile water, soap. Believe it or not, underwear, T-shirts, socks, gloves, knee pads, shampoo, 5-gallon buckets, hammers, picks, shovels, protein bars, sports drinks, dog food for all the dogs down there, and Boots oversized tan. And they will not be accepting any money. Do not bring money. Do not send money. They don't need that.
Okay. Well, we pretty much satisfied all of that, so it's amazing. I feel really good about it. We have trucks coming down with all that stuff in it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, amazing. And if I could just say one last thing before I let you guys go, just a really poignant moment that happened throughout the day here today. A whole entire truck full of Arab Americans showed up. They were in their garb with their turbans on, big beards, and nobody really knew what to think. They opened their truck up. They had tons of supplies for us. They said they were here to help. Everybody gave them a round of applause, and they got tears in their eyes. It was a really moving moment, and then some jerk in the crowd leapt out and punched the guy in the face. And the cops had to come and detain him. God. We just wanted to let everybody know that it was the most moving thing that's happened in our city to be a part of this, since it all happened to show all this solidarity and have all these people come together, and somebody had to ruin it, and we do not want to see that again anywhere in the entire country. I was personally very, very emotional about it, and this is hard enough, and we just don't need that to be happening. So you guys are providing some entertainment for us, getting a lot of information out there. It sounded absolutely amazing, and I'm really proud of you guys. A lot of people came up to me to let me know to thank you guys for them, so I just want to let you know you sound amazing, and I'm proud of you guys.
Hopefully next week or a week after, or whenever we really get back to normal, we can make people forget about this week and remember that we are truly just a couple of asswipes on the radio.
They're waiting to hear you guys be goofballs again.
Well, we're going to come down there soon enough, so thank you, Melissa.
All right, can't wait to see you guys. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
We greatly appreciate that.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks for the nice words, too.
Is that just too effing much?
I
mean,
that was such a feel-good story, and I'm like, wow. And I was getting a little emotional, and then, come on.
It's like, you could just imagine them all getting together and going, look, let's do this. Let's make an effort to go down there and show that.
It took balls for them to make that type of an effort.
I could just picture some drunk guy.
Hey, Hammer, we gotta kick your ass.
Yes.
Or someone like Psycho Mark, take your stuff back, whap. Unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like a real touching moment just turned to crap. Oh, people.
By the way, I personally want to thank everyone that has written the radio show. There's just no way we're going to be able to write everyone back. So I just want to let you know we're reading every single email that you guys send in, and thank you. It means a lot, okay? But as far as responses, because I know how it is. You don't get a response, they didn't even read it. Why bother? We read every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that, okay? Anthony, as we move on, our buddy Pete Radovich is checking in. Pete?
Hey, guys.
How you doing, man?
From CBS Sports.
I can't believe Opie just said knee pads without giggling.
Yeah, I know. See? Well, we'll get back to giggling about things like knee pads soon.
Hey, listen, I'm starting to get upset here myself. I mean, days have passed now, and there are a few things that I've noticed that have just really pissed me off. And I'll tell you a couple of them. One thing, last night I heard a report on the news where they were talking about the casualties of one of the planes, and they said 64 were dead, including the hijackers. It's not what I want to hear. I want to hear 60 innocent human beings that were killed, along with 4 filthy animals.
Right.
I don't want to hear any of these death tolls include the hijackers in them.
Yeah.
I was a little upset by that. Another thing, I've already run into a couple people who are really just, everyone's going to put themselves in this tragedy now, and, I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to go get my hair done at that time, and I'm so lucky. Listen, just keep your phony stories to yourself. Nobody cares. There are thousands of families. If you want to understand how many 5,000 families were affected, drive through your neighborhood, street by street and start counting houses. And when you get to 5,000, take a look at how far you've gotten.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many families were affected. So nobody cares about your phony stories. We're going to find out in a month. All of New York was supposed to be at the World Trade Center at 9 o'clock on Tuesday morning.
Right. You know, that's
hit
a
that
great
one on the
point.
head.
I am really tired of people saying they got up late or this or, you know.
Yeah, everyone was supposed to be there. I mean, nobody cares.
Man, Pete, you just, wow. That,
keep it to yourself.
Bravo, because, you know what, I've heard a bunch myself.
Yep.
So that's another thing that's really bothering. And another thing I'm outraged by is that someone had the gall to knock over Anthony's foosball table on Monday.
Yeah, I know. I think that started it off. We should have known that something horrible.
Yeah, I've been keeping that one to myself for a while. But the one I really called in about is the news reporting. You know, I work in sports, and I've been to a million seminars before, you know, the NBA season, NFL season, the Olympics. And one thing that the executive producer at NBC Sports always tells the announcers is, and hits it home a million times so they don't forget, is when an injury happens, don't speculate. It's not fair to the fans, it's not fair to the athlete, and you don't want to look like an idiot. You want to say, oh, I think he pulled his hamstring, and then a half hour later we find out he broke a rib.
Right.
Don't speculate. I mean, we're talking about sports.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. I mean, we're counting who puts the ball in the round rim more time. I mean, but I think the news reporters, I thought it was going to change after the elections because they were talking about, you know, we have to look at ourselves and with this, you know, this has got to change. We got to be more responsible.
Yeah, that was a big mess because they were giving away results before they even came in. Imagine you being in sports now. Imagine the announcers giving the scores out before they even happen.
Right, exactly.
I think this game's going to end with a score of 14-21.
Right, and Anthony, you're right about the Emmys. There are Emmys for best news coverage in a breaking story, best journalism in a breaking story. I mean, I think that's part of it. And also, when a story happens and a network reports it, what happens is, let's say, network XYZ reports a story. All the other networks start the story by saying XYZ is just reported.
Right.
So what do? You tune into XYZ.
Uh-huh.
So that's why part of it is a race so that everyone comes to them. But I just think it's a little disturbing because, and even Giuliani addressed it this morning, opened his press conference by asking the news agencies to really just kind of hold back because the thing with the firefighters was really disturbing yesterday. I thought.
Yeah. It's, out of all the tragedy, you get this little glimmer of good news, and then it turns out to just be overzealous news reporting.
Then they had another story late last night about 10 police officers, some Port Authority and New York City cops, and you know, they were digging like crazy, supposedly, you know, because they heard a noise or a cell phone call or whatever it was.
Somebody contacted someone on a cell phone,
right.
one cop plus 9 others were stuck in a tunnel or something.
And then I gave up because I waited about 2 hours because I'm like, oh wow, this is huge, you know. And then I woke up this morning. First thing I did was turn on the TV to see if they finally dug him out. And we made a mistake with that. Oops, there was nothing going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, when the attack first happened, I heard about 4 more planes that were still unaccounted for. Everyone was reporting it, and then they just dropped it.
Yeah.
I kept on tuning in to see what happened with those 4 planes, and then they just never mentioned it again.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, the president is making his way to ground zero, and that is one hell of a sight, man.
Oh, is he?
I've never seen so many black cars in my life.
Yeah, they got the big Suburbans and stuff.
Yeah.
The same vehicles the hip-hop guys like. Isn't that amazing? I want to call like the president.
You hanging in there, though, P?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I mean, I wish I were working. Unfortunately, I have the weekend off. So, fortunately, though, next week I was going to tell Opie, I know you're a Jets fan. I am doing the New England game, so I'm lucky in that I don't have to fly next weekend.
Yeah.
New England Jets. If you let me know, if you give me a call if you're interested in coming up for Sunday or the weekend.
You already know the answer, so.
What's that?
You know the answer already.
Oh, you want to come up?
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah, come on. I mean, we're doing the game on Sunday. It's Jets at New England, so it's driving distance and it should be a decent game. So we'll talk. Give me a call. I'll give you a call.
I don't feel like flying anytime soon, but I still feel confident about driving.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
They haven't taken that away from me yet.
Exactly.
I wonder how they could do that.
So, but guys, keep it up. And I just wanted to call in with a couple of things that have really been bothering me. So
yeah.
And there you have it. So continue, and I'll be listening, and we'll talk Monday or Tuesday about next weekend.
All right, Pete.
All right, guys.
Thank
Be
you.
good.
Bye.
How about this? Jerry Falwell's comments. Did you hear some of this stuff?
I read a lot of it today.
Jerry Falwell said late Thursday he didn't mean to blame feminist gays or lesbians for bringing on the terrorist attacks in New York and Washington this week. Here's some of his statement. I really believe that the pagans and the abortionists and the feminists and the gays and the lesbians who are actively trying to make that an alternative lifestyle, the ACLU, the People for the American Way, all of them who have tried to secularize America, I point the finger in your face and say you helped this happen. Oh, my God. He sounds just as loony as the religious fanatics that are the terrorists.
Hell yeah.
That is just as loony. Trying to rally the troops of your religion to hate and blame. I'm so disgusted. I got a religion. Beer.
Uncle John, what's going on?
Guys, how you doing?
All right, Uncle John.
Hey, how about we put something together, like for the weekend, and mobilize the O&A Army, and let's get together a collection effort. If you want, I'll be happy to get involved. I'll get some people together,
We've already started talking off the air. We're trying to figure out what we could do. We just wanted to do it in a way that, you know what I mean? We just don't know what it is yet.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know. We don't,
I'll be
we don't know if we should do the supply thing. I mean, maybe someone could help us out with that because, we reach a lot of people and we do come together. Whether it's, at a road show to have a stupid time or when we have to get serious.
I think what we're doing is right now we're waiting too long, guys. If we're going to do it, we got to do it now.
Yeah, but I think a lot of things are in place already to donate. You know what I mean? I think it might actually screw things up to start adding more different places and organizations to get things to. There are plenty of places you could just go out and donate stuff.
Well, if that's the case, let's put out the word to our guys then. Let's put out the word to the people that listen to the show. Anybody that's ever laughed at you guys or cursed you guys or whatever, dirty. Go out and get your boys to go steal some socks, man. Let's get going and get something together from the O&A show.
Yeah, I think what we want to try to focus on is something for the victims.
That's even better.
I think that's the way we're going, because it just seems like everyone else is coming together, making sure they get the supplies and the men and everything.
And they need that right now.
And it seems like, keep doing what you're doing, but it seems like there are so many people, taking care of that part of it right now. And I think we could move on and do something, for the victims when the time is right. It's just, it's too early to think like that right now.
Right now,
By the way, John, your phone crapped out. We didn't hang up on you.
There are lists all over the place on websites and whatnot that are asking people for goods and things and telling them exactly where to bring them and what they need. So check those out and do whatever you can in that respect. Last night, my girlfriend donated, I guess, like about 100 rain slickers because it was gonna rain.
Mm-hmm.
So that's, some common sense thinking right there. And
smart.
They need stuff like that. I hear they're in desperate need of generators. So if, you in your garage, you got an old Honda generator or something that you're not using for anything, they could use it.
Right. Cool. All right, let's move on to Fran. Fran, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Thank you.
Hey, Fran.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
I just wanted to say, I wanted to give my sympathy to all the families that are out there. Unfortunately, my husband was also there. He was saved. Unfortunately, he was a very lucky man. He was in when the Twin Towers were being built, and unfortunately, he was there when they came down as well.
Wow.
He's very traumatized at this point, I would say. I just, my sympathy to all the people who have not found their loved ones. We waited hours to hear from him. We're miraculously lucky because he was supposed to be working on the 60th floor and with the 68th floor, but materials didn't come. He works in the elevator industry, so we had to go into the basement to work, and the walkie-talkie was the only thing that saved him because they told him to get out of the building. As I said, I don't want to go on with such a depressing story because our lives will never be the same.
Yeah, your story is actually one of the good ones, you know, because he got out, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Kind of makes things like when he leaves a sock on the floor not matter too much anymore, huh?
All those little things that you fight over, it doesn't matter anymore. It made me realize how much I truly, really love my husband and how much we really mean to each other.
Yeah, you know, I learned a lot too. You learned you shouldn't take anything for granted.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think especially as Americans, we really do. I can't wait to see my family this weekend. I can't wait to hang out with them.
You know, but the sad part is that these people, all of the survivors are feeling, because I know my husband had felt some guilt as well. You know, why am I alive and somebody else is not?
Yeah.
And they go through different stages as a survivor. But what we...
Can't listen to her say the word survivor, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I keep thinking of Celine Dion.
What we looked at on TV and what they saw was seen through totally different eyes. What they lived through, having to run for their lives. My husband actually thought that they were going to die, but their idea was to get the people out of the building because he hadn't even realized that it was a plane. He thought it was a bomb.
Yeah.
And then they regrouped and they went into the other tower, and then that tower got hit.
Yeah.
And then from there they ran out and they were trying to duck all the debris as it was coming down. But they didn't even know that the towers were coming down when they ran. They thought that once the people, when someone told them it was a plane and they realized that it was planes, they ran and started running and they heard the rumbling because they thought that another plane was going to crash down on the people. He thought, oh my God, they got us in the streets. Now they're going to shoot us. And so they ran and kept running and kept running. It's the noise. He's traumatized. I mean, he's not sleeping right. He's not eating right. We're going to go out tonight, actually. We're going to go out.
I suggest we all go out and get nice and buzzed.
Absolutely.
I tried last night and it just wasn't happening, but... Yeah. Sometime over the weekend, I'm going to get nice and buzzed.
And now the company I'm working for, they're taking up donations, and we're going to deliver some of the goods that they need, make him feel like he's done something.
All right. Hey, Fran, what the hell are you doing on the phone with us? Get with your husband.
I am.
All right.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
She needs to share. She needs to vent a little bit, you know?
Opie, I'm reading...
Before you move on, because it brought up something I was saying last night. After everything we've seen this week, how is Hollywood ever going to impress us again?
You know something?
Think about that.
That's amazing, yeah.
How is Hollywood, when we get back to some type of normalcy in our lives, how is Hollywood going to come out with that next action movie or blockbuster that is really going to impress us?
Right.
We'll be like, oh, yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah. How do you beat that?
Who's going to be the first one to put out a movie that has something like that in it, aside from the movie about this?
They're already writing scripts, my friend.
I'm sure.
They've already pulled 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah, there was that one movie,
Big Trouble with Tim Allen has been pulled.
The Last Castle, Robert Redford and James Gandolfini, they pulled the billboards and posters because it's got the American flag upside down in it. But these had come out before this had happened. Yeah, there's a few other movies that they've pulled because of this.
Schwarzenegger's new movie has been pulled.
Yeah.
All the Spider-Man promotional stuff has been pulled.
Well, who can forget the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out in, 2002? Spider-Man puts the spiderweb between the Twin Towers and catches the helicopter with the thieves in it. And how to pull that.
Of course.
And all the posters for the movie have Spider-Man, and the reflection in his eyes is the Twin Towers. It was such a huge part of everyone's life. Lou from Moorestown, Jersey. You have to talk about what England did yesterday during the changing of the guard. for the first time ever in their country, they played the Star-Spangled Banner.
Wow.
During the changing of the guard.
Gotta love that Tony Blair over there.
That's something.
He rocks. Tony Blair does rock. He knows how to speak, too.
And these are people that,
He speaks eloquently.
we kicked their ass a couple 100 years ago, and now they're all right. They're good Joes.
They understand.
They help us, and they back us with anything we want to do. They'll be right there, too. Those RAF guys.
Okay, yes. You want us to fly in with a tornado? And you're up a few bombs rather.
McBragg, the world of Commander McBragg.
There we are, Afghanistan. I had nothing but a pea shooter and a little hat with a propeller on it. Whatever did you do, McBragg?
All right. Hey, Ant, I pulled a song today that I want to play.
Yeah?
Yeah, I figured instead of potting up a news station, because we want to regroup and, take a quick leak and see what we got on the phones. We got the Vince McMahon thing we want to play.
Do we have any of the other WWF superstars?
Yeah, I pulled a bunch of them. I listened to them for Rope right there.
I'd pop that up, and they're all carded up. I want to hear what The Rock said.
Oh, yeah.
I got The Rock, Stone Cold, Bubba Ray.
We can do it right after the song. It'll just give us 4 minutes to regroup instead of, throwing on CNN or something.
I got you.
And I think this song is self-explanatory, and I would just suggest you listen to the words closely, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's the Foo Fighters, Anthony.
Oh, yeah?
On the Opie and Anthony Show. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. A couple phone numbers if you're in the New York area. 877-692-1027. Anywhere else in the country that picks up our show, 866-2774-WOW. Foo Fighters and My Hero. First time we've played a song on our show in a long time.
Yeah.
All right.
Very appropriate.
We got the Vince McMahon clip. We got phones ringing off the hook like crazy. What do you want to do? You want to do the Vince thing?
Yeah, I want to hear what Vince said.
Okay.
I guess SmackDown ran around the rest of the country. It didn't run here in New York with all the news coverage. And Vince and I guess a bunch of the WWF superstars had their own views and speeches on the situation.
One guy called us earlier and said that Vince McMahon just got him really, really pumped.
Yeah. Vince.
Let's check this out.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Houston, Texas, for a very special live edition of World Wrestling Federation SmackDown.
Tonight, the spirit of America lives here in Houston, Texas. On behalf of everyone here in the arena and a worldwide television audience, we would like to extend our condolences to the victims and the families and friends of the victims of the terrorist acts that occurred on Tuesday in New York City and Washington, D.C. Our nation's leaders have encouraged us to return to living our lives the way we normally do. Our nation's leaders have encouraged us to continue to live our lives the American way. They've encouraged us to practice and exercise our constitutional rights. And as such, tonight I believe this is the first public assembly of its size since the tragedy of Tuesday. Make no mistake about what, and make no mistake about the message this public assembly is sending to terrorism tonight. And that message, quite simply, is that we will not live our lives in fear. The citizens of Houston are not afraid. The citizens of Texas are indeed not afraid. And by God, the citizens of the United States are not afraid.
Sounds like Nuremberg.
For we are a proud people, proud of who we are, proud of our nation, and damn proud to be Americans.
Private Pile.
And we will fight. We will fight for our families. We will fight for our rights. And we will fight for our great nation.
Fight for a pay-per-view.
America's heart has been wounded. But her spirit shines as a beacon of freedom that never has been nor ever will be extinguished. The World Wrestling Federation would like to thank each and every one of you here in the Compact Center tonight. The World Wrestling Federation would like to thank each and every one of you watching on television. We would like to thank you for the honor and privilege of performing before you here tonight.
Huh. How about that? All right. Vince is used to dealing with tragedy. Remember the XFL?
Oh. Let's go to Mike, who's at Ground Zero. He's a volunteer. Mike, what's up?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, and you can't imagine what it looks like down here. You got to see it to believe it.
Thanks. I'll leave that to the pros.
I'm trying to get down there.
Well,
I want to be down there. I want to take it all in.
Well, you wanna?
Yeah, I've seen all the pictures. I do.
You wanna?
Yeah, I do. I want to see it.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, no problem. But
listen, this cell phone's dying. Can I give you the number of the other cell phone I have?
Well, just say what you have to say real fast.
Okay, well, tomorrow morning we're making another run. We need dog food, hot dogs, coffee, ketchup, mustard. We need help.
Nice.
Phone's crapping out down there.
All right, hopefully he'll call back. Because I want to know where you bring this stuff. That's the other thing. Where do you bring this stuff? You can't get close to Ground Zero, really. So what, do you bring it to the perimeter they got set up and just hand it in?
I guess the closest you can get, maybe.
That's something we haven't found out yet. Someone should, let us in on that info. Right?
Yeah.
All right. I thought Rick was setting up more clips. Like, you want to hear The Rock and Stone Cold and all that.
Oh, sure. You got to hear what The Rock says, we're gonna kick their candy asses. I'll layeth the smackdown on Osama bin Laden. If you smell I mean, how ridiculous. Yeah, at least it's giving me kind of a laugh. Oh my God. I really just have to chuckle.
Rick is socializing outside the
yeah, Rick's, there's a show going on, but
it's time to produce the show.
I guess
again.
Rick's holding a conversation.
Do you have the other clips? I thought you had the other clips of The Rock and stuff. They're ready. Well, we want to go to them.
Yeah, how about that?
The guests we invited are here.
What? We don't need guests. Matt from DC, what's going on? What?
Not a lot. My uncle's a DC firefighter.
Yeah.
And he was down there within like an hour of the crash happening. The sergeant with the DC firefighters, and he was sent in probably around 2 a.m, walking around in the halls of the Capitol building, of the Pentagon, and was just describing like some of the stuff. I talked to him the other night. He walked into one of the conference rooms over on the side there, and there was a bunch of people sitting around a conference table, but they were all dead.
Yeah.
They were basically just either flash fried or jet fuel splashed on them, and it looked like they were living people sitting around, but they're all dead.
Yeah. Oof.
After a couple hours of, doing all this work, he was laying down outside with one of his buddies. They were just taking a break, and a Secret Service agent, not a Secret Service, FBI agent walked up to them and was like, excuse me, I need to collect evidence. They're looking around like, what are you talking about? Asked them to get up, and their pieces, the biggest they saw was the size of a silver dollar. Smallest was about the size of a dime, just airplane pieces, human flesh. It was ridiculous.
Oh, and they were sitting right on it?
Yeah, they had no clue.
Yeah.
So, just want to thank you guys for doing what you're doing, giving people a chance to get a voice out, and hopefully to Monday you'll be able to get back to doing, joking around.
Well, we'll our plan is to, by Monday, start heading in that direction.
Yeah.
I don't think you just completely turn this off and go, okay, let's get back to,
exactly.
What we do best.
You guys were also talking about having the rest of your family come down today. What's up with that?
No, not family.
No, the
O&A family.
Well, we've been kind of isolated like everyone else, we do a type of show here that we have a lot of people that are involved with it, and we've been out of contact with them, and it would just feel good, and for selfish reasons, to be around people that you have fun with.
You want to hear Norton and stuff down there.
Well, it would just be cool to see some familiar faces, because they for the last few days, it's been tough to let anyone into our building. No one wanted to come to work. Our interns finally showed up today for the first time.
Yeah.
I don't blame them for not showing up, but, we just want to get some faces around here. That's all. So, all right, Matt.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Want to go to the Rock?
Oh, yeah, I do, but this guy was, John, real fast.
Hey, what's up, guys? Look, I just left downtown in the city, and it's the sickest feeling when you look up and there's F-15 fighter jets circling downtown Manhattan. It's just unreal.
They are just making one big circle around the island, right?
Oh, yeah. They're just looking for somebody's butt to kick. The other thing is you guys...
Doesn't that make you tingle inside? It's just like, yeah.
It really does. It just makes you feel a lot safer knowing that the boys are up there looking down on you,
See, I think a lot of us as Americans have forgotten how powerful this country is. The military has kind of been, out of sight for a while.
Yep.
It's just been kind of out of sight. You sort of know it's there. But, man, you see these F-15s flying overhead, you're like, oh, that's right. We got some hardware. Oh, yeah.
Go down and look into the harbor. Look at the aircraft carrying all the other little pretty boats sitting out there just looking for somebody's ass to kick.
Yeah, right on, man.
Hey, listen, also, if you guys are looking to drop stuff off, the Javits Center is like the main place to go if you have any questions or to drop stuff off.
Okay.
That is the place to go.
That is definitely the place. Yeah, I did see that on TV. Okay.
The other thing was, that story that you were talking about earlier about the 10 cops buried or whatever.
Yeah.
I go into work real early, and 1010 was talking about it early.
Yeah.
They supposedly arrested a cop's wife because she called in that phony call.
And why would she do that?
I don't know. They said they weren't sure why she did it. That's what 1010 was reporting it at like 4:30, 4:45 this morning.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they stopped talking about it. I don't know if they told them, listen, shut up. We don't want that kind of news out or whatever. But
yeah, all right.
Some crazy-ass people out there, and, they should just keep their mouths shut. We don't need that kind of stuff right now.
We have really tried on this show not to go with rumors. We've, because, everyone is trying to... All right. Thank you, bro.
All right, listen up. If you need a friendly face in the studio, I'll come down. I'll give you a big hug, all right?
We got, you know what I'm saying. We got some people showing up just to kind of hang,
All right, boys. Stay strong.
All right, John.
Take it easy.
Thanks.
Software giant Microsoft said Friday it would remove the World Trade Center from the New York landscape in the upcoming flight simulator games that they're putting out. Flight Simulator 2002, the latest version, lets players fly a variety of airplanes, including commercial jets like the Boeing 747, around areas like New York City, Las Vegas, and Seattle. So you won't be seeing the Twin Towers in any of the Microsoft Flight Simulator software.
All right, we got what The Rock said last night on SmackDown, Anthony.
First and foremost, I have to say that I can't...
Oh, it's Dwayne. It's not The Rock. This is Dwayne.
Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne
Johnson.
The pain and the suffering and the anguish...
The Rock says
families and friends of the victims are going through.
We're going to turn that bomb sideways. Shine
workers
it up real
working
nice.
diligently.
And stick it straight up their candy ass.
24 hours a day.
Thank you.
Sifting through the rubble and looking for any remnants of life. It's difficult to talk about this, and I will say that I couldn't imagine what it must be like to be there. I couldn't imagine if my own family were there.
We need Superman, not Clark Kent. What's he doing?
I will offer my condolences and certainly say that everyone is in my heart and in my prayers. And I just want to say to everyone out there, again, to the families and friends of the victims and everyone involved, is to just stay strong. Just stay strong.
Yeah, Dominic from Levittown said the Rock was very somber. Bradshaw and Taz, very animated from what I hear, if you want to pull the clips from those guys. Who else we got, Rick?
I got Stone Cold.
Stone Cold? I wonder how he played it.
I don't have anything philosophical to say or anything's going to change the world.
Ever.
I just know that I was given an opportunity to speak about what's happened, so all I have to offer is my opinion. And in my opinion, what I think is the people who did this are nothing but a bunch of complete cowards. My heart goes out to anybody that lost loved ones in this whole ordeal. And I think that tonight, by going back to work with the World Wrestling Federation, I think it's the thing to do. It feels strange, and I've had this bad feeling come over me ever since this whole thing has happened, and it doesn't seem like I can shake it. But as a person, and I think as a country, we have to shake it. We have to mourn the losses of people that we knew, but we have to get the gears rolling again, and that's what we're here to do tonight. What happened this past Tuesday was the worst thing that I've ever seen in my life. And I hope that I never, ever see anything like this again, except to the people that when we find out who did this, get a payback, because they deserve a payback.
Hey, there you go.
They deserve exactly what they have coming.
That's what people want to hear.
All right. Ray, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Pretty good.
All right, listen, I got a quick comment on something. You guys were looking for a Superman. I just got something I wrote. You guys had a girl yesterday read you a whole poem or whatever. This is not anything like that, but I just got a brief statement, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
And then a comment on the possibility of upcoming strikes on the people that did this. But what I wrote was that I'd like to tell the people who are responsible for this and anyone that's like that the gates have been opened. The Reaper is coming, and he's riding a Humvee draped in desert camo. He's carrying an M16 in one hand and Old Glory in the other, and he'll be singing the Battle Hymn of the Republic all the damn way. And he'll die before he comes home, or he'll finish the job.
Nice.
What's that?
Very nice image you conjure up there.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm more on the angry side than I am on the mourning side. I don't know anyone there. I don't know anyone that was hurt. Don't get me wrong. I feel it. But more than anything, you know, I'm a 27-year-old guy. All I can see right now is big stuff in the Middle East in the long run. I see the potential of long-term warfare with people who are not going to like what we do to the people that did this. And I'm angry. I'm real angry that these people hate us so much because they can't obtain legitimately what they want so bad, which is the money that they claim they despise that we have.
Mm-hmm.
All they want is to have it. They're mad that they don't have it.
Yeah, they're jealous of the lifestyle we lead here that we...
Precisely. Now, just on the more intellectual side, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You guys were talking about upcoming possible imminent strikes in the near future.
Yeah.
I think there's a very good possibility you could see something over the weekend, and my indication is, my reasoning for this is, the economy's in danger. The stock market has been scheduled to reopen on Monday, which is heavily dependent on people's emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Optimism feeds the economy, and fear destroys it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that they're going to be very, very terrified of the idea of opening the American stock market back up with morale like it is now. There are a lot of people touting and tooting like they're, you know, real badasses and stuff like that. But I think there are a lot of people on this planet, in this country right here especially, who are scared right now. And where their money's concerned, they're going to be very cautious. Now, however, they might be able to offset something like that with some early retaliatory strikes. That could be the kind of good news that would fuel people to not lift all of their money back out of this market that was already in such jeopardy. I know that originally we're scheduled to open the stock market back up on Thursdays and Friday, and they've moved it to Monday, and they've given a whole host of reasons why they might do that, which all are pretty legitimate. But the possibility of a true depression is real. It's very real. We were real close to teetering on.
Yeah, well, consumer confidence is, is non-existent right now.
Exactly.
No one wants to go out and buy, any of those luxury items or anything like that.
I think part of the way Americans will support the United States is also economically and by not just pulling all their money out and having confidence that if the market goes down, it's a good buy opportunity. That's all. You know what I mean? I think Americans will rally economically too, just like we have militarily and spiritually.
I agree 100% in the long term. In the near term, confidence is affected by additional fear. You got, like you said, nobody's going to yank necessarily all of their money out, but the first thing that will happen if a large number of people do is, first, a lot of venture capitalists lose their money. They have to re-raise it before they can put it back into the market or into the public markets, the retail establishment and things like that, your consumer confidence issues. The first thing that happens if people start majorly selling off, we've got protections in place now to protect us from that, to protect major fall off since the crash. But it could affect us, and I think that they may play into that. It would behoove them, even if something minor was done, cruise missile strike.
If I was a betting man, we're making a major statement tomorrow.
Yes.
Sunday at the latest.
Wow.
Well, I sure hope so, and I sure hope that we...
But that's not all. This is going to take a long time.
Yeah,
I think everyone is starting to understand that now. But I think, like you were saying, it's very important to make a statement, and we need that statement sooner than later at this point.
Right? Yes, sir.
I believe today is the day. Where it's a day of mourning, and then we're getting down to business starting tomorrow or Sunday. That's my gut feeling.
It's mine too, and I sure as heck hope we're both right.
Well. All right, Ray, thank you.
As always, thank you.
All right, bro.
Take care.
No, I would love to talk to today, Ant, is our buddy stockbroker Dave.
Yeah, where's he?
I'm sure he's dealing with a lot. He's a really good friend of ours from the first day we started broadcasting here in New York City, and he's a Wall Street bigwig basically. He knows a lot of people. He was right there when this whole thing was going down, and
it would be interesting to hear what he has to say.
If someone knows how to get a hold of him today, please let us know or tell Dave. We would love to talk to him, okay? Ben's got some things coming in. Ben, why don't you just, because you're writing all sorts of notes, but you know what you're writing, so just...
This comes from a guy directly on Ground Zero, what they really need. They need instant and regular coffee, coffee filters, milk, dog food, and hot dogs. That's the big stuff that they really need. That's coming from a
people could just send that, bring it to the Javits
Center. Yeah, bring that. That's what they really need. That's what he said. And then in Boston, as far as Sunday at Waterworks in Quincy from 12 to 8, all money, whether when you pay the cover, you buy a beer, food, anything is going to the New York Fire Department and Police Department's families. So that's Waterworks in Quincy, Mass. on Sunday.
Very cool.
All right. I think there's a bunch of things going on Long Island that we got to get to a little later. Right. What's that?
Yeah, I can believe this.
What? Medical marijuana Barbie wants to come in.
What the hell? Why?
She's upstairs and she's claiming that she should be in or whatever. I don't know.
What could she possibly
I have no idea.
Have to add to this? I mean, her cause of medical marijuana has nothing really to do with this.
Well, you piqued my interest. Now we got to see what she's thinking about.
If she starts pushing her cause, I'm going to push her right out the door, though.
John, what's going on?
What's going on, O&A?
As long as the naked cowboy doesn't show up, I think we'll be okay today. John.
Yeah, no, I just want to respond to what that gentleman was just talking about 2 minutes ago about what's going to happen with the markets and whatnot. I work on Wall Street. I work in an investment bank on Wall Street. At first, things aren't going to be so good. But if you look historically towards World War II, I don't want to bore you guys to death, but historically, after World War II, we did really good. We did an upshot. I think what's going to happen is, come Monday, there's not going to be a lot of activity. Everything is going to be as boring as possible. But if the long term, I think, historically, if you look at every single war, the markets have done really well. So I think that we should all come out of this really, really well. So I wouldn't worry so much about the market in the long term. But again, that's looking at history. We don't know how long this is going to happen. We don't know when the first event is going to happen. But if you look historically, long term, it's the short term that's freaking people out because nobody knows what's going to happen in the short term. Because like you guys have said, Nobody's buying anything. Nobody's buying the big-ticket items. Nobody's going to be buying stock. Everybody was already losing money and working on debt as it was. A lot of people now are out of work. And think of all the companies that just totally have lost employees, have lost customer information, all those computers in the World Trade Center that came down, all the client files. That has to be rebuilt, and that's going to take some time. But initially, we're going to be stable. It's the long term, I think, for those people out there who have the 401ks all worried, those people who have some positions in the stock market. I think if everybody holds and just stays steady, doesn't go short, obviously nobody's going to go long, we should be okay.
All right, man.
You guys have been doing a great job, by the way. Keep it up.
All right, thank you, bro.
Take care.
Bye. Medical marijuana Barbie, whatever her stupid name is here. Bill, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right.
Just want to say, you guys are doing a fabulous job. I just want to say my heart and prayer goes out to all those workers in the city. And I just came off the Verrazano, watching them jets fly over, watching the U.S. Coast Guard sitting there in the water waiting. Man, what a good feeling. All I got to say is lock and load America, because they got to pay.
All right, thanks, bro.
That's it. Have a good one, guys.
There's a very strange thing going on TV right now. The president is at ground zero, The mayor's there. Hillary's there. Chuck Schumer's there. Charles Wrangler.
Charlie Wrangle.
Governor Pataki and a bunch of others. I can't really see their faces right now. And it's really strange. They're kind of all just hanging out, talking, and checking out the damage. And there's obviously some light conversation going on. They're kind of smiling and chuckling to each other.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I don't know what to make of it.
Hopefully they're like, you should see what the hell we're sending over there.
Yeah.
You know, just wait till they get a load of that bomb.
Wouldn't you love to be a fly on the wall to hear what they're saying that is making them just chuckle a little bit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you do stuff like that to relieve the tension. I'm sure we've all been to a wake or something, and you're in the back of the room, and you laugh and joke a little bit just to relieve a little tension. You know, I would just love to hear what they're saying right now.
I know. Huh. Well, Bush is down there checking out the scene, which is still just smoking away. It smelled so bad when I got home last night. The wind had changed and it was blowing back over Brooklyn. And it smells like when the stereo kind of burns and, a big puff of smoke comes out of your stereo. Is that electronics burning smell? That's pretty much what it was.
All right. You want to hear Taz, you said, Ant?
I would rather hear Stephanie.
You want to hear Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah, I want to hear Stephanie because I hear somebody said when you hear Stephanie's speech, you will think that they replaced her brain with implants too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like maybe it's great when she gets out on stage and starts talking about Triple H and how, she's going to kick ass. But when she's talking about real events, I don't think she can pull it off. Let's hear Stephanie McMahon.
A few years ago, some people tried to destroy my family.
What?
They attacked my father's reputation. They attacked my mother's reputation. And they attacked the World Wrestling Federation. What? They tried to rip us apart.
She's not going here, is she?
All they did was make my family stronger.
Oh, no.
And that's exactly how America feels right now.
All right, hold on. You mean to tell me that when all that stuff was going down with Vince McMahon, and she's talking about the steroid allegations in the WWF, you mean to tell me, Stephanie, that is the same thing as what happened in New York and Washington? Stephanie.
No matter what, you still have all your millions.
Yeah, I don't think it really comes close. Like the Twin Towers on my chest. What is she? Oh, brother. All right, let me hear the rest of this annoying woman.
Because on Tuesday, America was attacked. But America is a united nation. And together, we stand strong. I am incredibly proud to be an American citizen. And I will stand up for my rights and my freedom.
What? Oh, my God.
I will be used as a flotation device.
She's lost her.
The Navy has
mind.
called me.
Yeah, I will be a troop transport.
I will be shuttling our men and women overseas with my breast implants.
Oh, my God.
Oy. Brian from Boston. Opie just made a prediction that as a betting man, we will strike back over the weekend. Thanks. Now your damn curse is going to come into play and nothing's going to happen this weekend.
No.
This is not a sports curse, a sports prediction, my friend.
See, I still can't get over Stephanie.
A few years ago.
No, we don't need to hear it again. That's something.
My family was attacked. Do you remember a couple of years ago, I was attacked by the Undertaker and locked in the boiler room?
Instead of being worth $800 million today, if they had their way, we'd only be worth $400 million as a family. You gotta be kidding me.
Last year, tragedy struck my family in the form of the XFL. Oh my God, Stephanie.
Stop. Ariella wants in. Ariella.
Yeah.
Hey.
Last year, I ordered takeout, and it was cold, and I was very upset. And I'm upset today. I had a pair of shoes that didn't fit. And do people know what it's like to walk around with your feet hurting in a pair of designer shoes that are supposed to fit and don't? Oh, my God, Stephanie McMahon.
Ariella?
Yeah.
Hi.
What do you have to add? What do you have to add?
I have a poem.
Okay.
It's an uplifting kind of thing.
Okay.
You'd like me to read it?
Sure.
4 planes crashed, 3 buildings wrecked, 2 towers felled, 1 country in chaos. Thousands of lives were stolen. Millions of lives are changed. All of us are coming together to overcome this tragedy. The last millennium we felt safe, and now we feel in danger. But as one, we'll make it through and become a stronger nation. We've reached a new era. We've reached a new day. Goodbye, towers of yesterday.
Oh, that's uplifting. I mean, it's good and everything, and it really kind of tells what happened, but it's just sad.
I think it's uplifting. I mean, it shows how we're kind of, we'll get through it, okay?
And you're venting. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, Ariella. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
I'm Stephanie McMahon, and I want to say something. I have sort of a kind of a brain.
This next phone call could be really tough.
What is that?
We've known him for many, many years. Stockbroker Dave.
Hi, Hope.
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
It's been a tough couple of days, but it's just unbelievable the stories that we're hearing.
Were you in at work when?
No, thank God. My two brothers were on the floor, but I was on the extension heading towards the Holland Tunnel, and I saw the fire, and then I saw the second plane hit the other. And speaking to everybody on the floor, and they said, we closed the exchange, just turn around and go home. And I was stuck in bumping above traffic. I couldn't move.
Yeah.
But I just made sure my 2 brothers were out, and then I spoke to all my clerks, made sure they got out, and thank God everybody was safe.
So everyone you know got out safe?
Everybody I know. I mean, I know people that are missing, but just basically friend relationships, nobody very close to me.
Wow.
But just hearing stories of people that have lost a lot of friends, and it's very tough time.
Yeah.
Money means a lot, but now it means not so much.
Yeah. What do you think's going to happen now when the market opens?
The market's going to be pretty stable. It's stabilized overseas. I mean, this could have been the best thing that ever happened to the market. If we opened up on Tuesday or Wednesday, you would have seen down at least 1,000 points. But now, with all the chance to just take a breather and realize what's going on.
Yeah, I think with everybody rallying support, it's not only support for the military and for the country, it's support economically, I think, is going to be there. I don't think people are just going to start pulling their money out for some kind of a fear of a collapse of the market,
And I think you hit it right on the head. I think, if anything, the markets may act better than everybody expects.
That would be nice.
Nobody wants to pull their money out, of course, but you should see on Monday when we open up at 9:30, you should see a positive reaction. But,
that would be great.
That would be, very good. But you just hope for it's just going to be very sad going to work on Monday and have thousands of dead bodies underneath you.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part. We saw Grasso on TV on, I believe it was Wednesday, and we definitely thought he was going to open because usually that's the way we operate, business as usual. But they finally took the human factor into it and said it's best that we just take a time out and let everybody breathe.
Right.
I'm very proud of him. He usually, it's a federal law that we can't be open, we can't be closed 4 days in a row.
Right,
So we definitely thought we'd be open on Thursday, if not Friday, but it's good to see them take the human factor into the equation. Yeah. How are you boys doing?
We're doing all right.
I'm so tired of the whole thing. I mean, I'm disgusted and I'm sick of hearing about it, and I wish it would just go away.
It's time to go on. It really is. I mean, every station you turn it on.
Yeah.
I saw the guy who was CEO of Canna Fitzgerald.
Oh, man, did you see that?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the main vein that's hurting everybody on Wall Street is everybody has friends at Canna Fitz, and to watch that man, I mean, he lost his family, and to see him break down like that, my wife and I last night, it made us both break down.
Yeah, because I assume you guys are pretty damn tough and don't really show much emotion. You've told us stories about what happens on that floor that
when someone dropped dead of a heart attack on the trading floor and people were just trading over him until the EMS workers pulled him out.
Yeah.
That's Wall Street.
That's Wall Street. That's guys that usually don't show much emotion, but to see one of these guys just completely break down, I could barely watch this morning.
I mean, that guy, he has everything in the world. He has more money than anybody can imagine. But to lose that many people and to have that many families disrupted, you just can't fathom it. And he broke down, and everybody that saw him also broke down around him.
Right.
I mean, he lost more than anybody. He lost 700 of his closest friends.
Uh-huh.
And that is unfathomable.
700.
And all I hear is that even their competitors are pitching in just to help them out. And, that's the good side of Wall Street is that when someone's in trouble like that, we always, somebody gets hurt, we're always there, the first to write a check.
Yeah.
And I believe that they're going to take care of all these families financially and make sure that they're safe, that they're protected, that they don't lose their homes. And that's a very important side of Wall Street that people usually don't get to see.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody's looking forward to going to work on Monday. That's it, guys. And
yeah, we're going to want to hear from you on Monday.
I appreciate it, bud. I appreciate the call. I really do.
Okay. Cool, Dave.
Hope you guys are well, and hope to see you very shortly.
Right on. Can you hold on for a sec, Dave?
You got it, Hope.
All right, cool. Our buddy Stockbroker Dave.
Great to hear that he's okay and everyone he knows got out.
Lady Di.
Oh,
yes,
God.
hi, how you
I'm not
doing?
even going to fake it.
What a horrible, horrible tragedy that happened on Tuesday, huh?
Oh, I thought the tragedy that happened with you at the VMAs.
Oh,
but
no.
Okay.
No, I wanted to tell you that I saw the whole thing from across the airport, and I was just devastated. It was really, really sad.
From across the airport?
From across the airport where I work at. I saw the whole thing right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you see it from right there, and then they had the televisions on, and it's just horrible. Very, very horrible. I went to church today. I donated money, and I'm going to give blood.
Mm-hmm.
And Mary's going to do whatever she can.
Well, you stop drinking for a few days so they get some good blood out of you, right?
I don't drink that much. I don't drink.
What happens when you give blood? It comes out ragu?
No, my blood is fine. I don't drink.
All right, good.
Okay, so we're
I hear you're wearing a Malcolm X jacket and the helicopters are landing on you?
No, come on, guys.
Okay,
this
sorry.
is horrible.
I'm hearing
And Marion
rumors.
hopes that you guys are well, and we will see you real soon.
All right, she's in Florida, right?
She's still in Florida. She's coming back by train supposedly tomorrow.
Oh.
When did she fly out?
She flew out the day before.
Oh, man.
She was devastated. I was talking to her, and I said, I just
That would have
don't
been a way
believe
to
this is all
terrorize the
happening.
terrorists. They walk in the plane, just look at Marion and go,
No,
okay,
it's
get us
fine.
off
Come
of this
on.
plane. Get us off of this plane.
Come on, guys. I wanted to come down today, but...
I'm starting to think Marion, she was on one of those planes and, talked the hijacker right out of it.
I got proper kind of it.
I will not leave
no
this
time
plane.
to joke, guys.
I'm not joking.
We're just trying to get a little humor out there. Just a little
Okay.
little humor.
Yeah, but
people
we're just
need a
both,
little
we're
bit.
just both devastated.
I got thought of a compromise.
And we were crying and everything, and it's just horrible. She's coming home by train. I would say tomorrow. That's what she has planned. And, you know, like I said, she left Monday, and when she heard about this whole thing, she called me. She asked me if I was all right, and I said, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know, but we thank God there was nobody that we know in that tragedy. It's, I say prayers for everyone that was in that tragedy.
All right, Lady
you know?
Di. Okay.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, no problem. We'll see you guys soon.
Oh, great.
All right.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
All right, bye-bye.
Lady Di. Corey.
Yeah.
Were you chuckling?
Yeah, you guys crack me up when you talk to her.
Isn't it something?
I have a positive, uplifting story.
Okay.
My aunt was working on the 51st floor of the first building, and I live out in Jersey, and I'm originally a New Yorker, but we didn't know anything, you know, as far as information about her. And see, I'm Puerto Rican, and in a Puerto Rican family, when something like this happens, or, you know, anything close
you
to
have
something
children?
Like this happens,
Easy.
What?
They lose it. They lose
Right,
it. But
maybe
we did find my aunt today, thankfully, this morning. It was like about 9:15. She was at one of the hospitals. She was completely unconscious and like.
Wait. Okay, slow down. So she was missing for the last 4 days, and you finally found out today that she's okay?
Yep. Because I'm out here in Jersey and I can't leave my job.
Yeah.
So I wasn't allowed to leave to go, you know, search for her, or else I would have personally.
Right.
But my grandmother, who went into New York City, who can't speak a word of English, and she went to each hospital. Like one of my relatives helped her out, going from one hospital to the other, looking for my aunt, and they found her.
Wow. And she's conscious and all that?
She is now, yes.
But she was knocked out from all this, and
yes,
was she in a
not,
coma
what
for a few
happened
days?
Was, apparently when they were running down the stairs, she got caught up, and she's like a small woman. I mean, she's like 4'2", and she got toppled over by so many people, but some guy picked her up and took him with her, and he left her at the hospital. So actually, I mean, I don't know if that guy, I don't know, if we could get in contact with him, we would love to thank him. But,
cool.
Yeah, but she was dropped off and we found her.
Oh, right on. Well, that's good news for you, Corey.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Right, bye. Steve, you put that picture up for...
Oh yeah. I grabbed that desktop of the soldiers at Iwo Jima next to the firemen at the World Trade Center. It's up on the website right now.
Cool,
man.
Yeah, someone said that to me, and I that's my screensaver for now. Got rid of the naked lady picture that I usually see every morning when I turn on my computer, and I went with that.
Yeah.
And if you go to foundrymusic.com, you could get it from there if you like. Okay.
Do we have any more WWF clips from their patriotic speeches they gave at SmackDown last night? Didn't air here in New York, but I hear it's going to air tomorrow at some point.
Yeah, they're going to rerun it tomorrow.
There you go.
I just want to give out Steve's website again for that desktop picture. Foundrymusic.com, FOUNDRY music.com. That's our underground website when we're doing a normal show. So there'll be some interesting things on there when we get back to normal, but for now, you got that desktop picture, okay? Roy, who are we listening to now?
You want to do Taz?
Yeah. Taz has been a friend of this show. He's been on numerous times. A real badass.
We like the
Taz is. He's legit as far as being a badass. So let's hear what Taz had to say at SmackDown last night.
Besides the Pentagon and the plane that went down outside of Pittsburgh and all the bomb scares in New York, it's scary for me right now to be here in Houston and be this far from my family. My parents live in Staten Island. My wife and son, I'm just worried, because of all these bomb scares. I just want to be there to protect them and be there with them. And I'm not. I got to do what I got to do, and I'm here, and I miss her, and I miss my son. And these people who are responsible for this, they're going to pay, and they're going to pay hard. And I don't know who it was, the president or one of these senator people, somebody said, we're going to bring them to justice. Well, to me, that's a load of crap. Don't bring them to justice. Bring them down to their knees, to their stomach, until they're not breathing. You got to fight force with force, and that's just what they did. And I don't know when I'm going home, but it'll be in New York. That's where my home is, and I can't wait to go home. I don't know what home looks like now, so.
You're going to be surprised. Taz, my friend, you're going to be surprised.
That was it from Taz? Sounds like he was cut off.
Let's go to John in Philly. John, what's up?
Yo, guys.
Hey.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Listen, first of all, I gotta thank you guys for really doing what you're doing. I mean, it really does mean a lot to a whole bunch of people, and you're helping us all out a whole bunch. But one thing that happened to me yesterday that I hope some of your listeners will like is just an incredible thing. I was driving home yesterday, and I live around by Brandywine Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
And to give some people an idea where that's at, if you're not around Philadelphia, it's near it's about 50 miles from the Valley Forge. I'm driving to my girlfriend's place, and the sun is in my face, and I'm going uphill. And as I pass the battlefield, Brandywine Battlefield, there is this man on the side of the road. And as I get closer, I'm taking a good look at him. He's in full Revolutionary War gear. He's got his hat off and a rifle in his hand. And he's just looking straight up and waving his hat. It was just eerie.
Wow, that is strange.
But you see it, and it's just, it's just a symbol of patriotism right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got a flag flying. I mean, on any normal day, this guy's a wacko on the side of the road.
Wow, what a great point. Yeah, that's a very good point. You're like, oh my God, look at this guy. But it means something completely
all of a
different.
sudden, because you're thinking
That's
about
a
the
great
history
point.
of this country and what made it great. And the people that fought for it, it kind of reminds you of that.
I looked right at him, and I thought, am I gonna spin around and take another look at this guy? And I just thought about it and said, you know what? To me, I mean, that's the ghost of George Washington himself. He's just standing right there, and he's calling us out again. But, I just hope some people get enlightened by that a little bit. But one thing I'd like to know, I mean, you guys are up in the heart of it right now, and I'm someone who's willing. Is it possible for me to come up and help out? I mean, will they even let me, put my back into it, or is it you can't even get close to help?
John, I don't have the answer for you because we're hearing, conflicting reports. We have enough volunteers. We have enough supplies.
They do have a lot of volunteers.
Then we hear, well, we need more volunteers. We need more supplies. It's such an incredible undertaking that I don't think they truly know what they want.
I think that what I heard at least last night is they need professional volunteers as far as construction, iron workers, welders, steam fitters, things of that nature with credentials and tools and that sort.
Right.
So I don't know if it's just another pair of hands to move debris. I think here in New York we have potentially millions of volunteers because I don't know one person that wouldn't go down there and pitch in if they were allowed or if they had more room down
Yeah, John,
there.
I can tell you this. There are a lot of people heading down there because they just want to help, and they're being turned away, so they're kind of lining the streets, and they're cheering on the people that are going in, and they're holding up signs and handing out water. It's really a pretty cool thing to check out.
Yeah. I mean, same thing going on down in the city down here in Philadelphia. I mean, everyone, I know you guys have heard, I've been listening all day, and everyone is behind it down here.
Yeah.
It really are, and we're putting a lot of stuff in. We're sending a lot of goods up. I hope some other cities are doing the same thing. It's just an awesome feeling, and not even that. I'm trying to go and put a flag in front of my house. I can't even find one. I mean, it's just sold out.
They're tough to find, and I just pray people aren't raising the prices of an American flag. Can you imagine? I'm sure someone out there is taking advantage of that part of this too. We discussed earlier, I was walking to the train last night, and there were some Asian people selling pictures of the Twin Towers engulfed in flames in a little cardboard frame. And what was even more disgusting was that people were buying them. And I'm pissed off at myself that I didn't say anything. I was really pissed, and I'm like, man, what is your problem? Why didn't you speak up and say something? So Aunt and I, we encourage people to voice your what's the word? What? Outrage. Yeah, voice your outrage to these people and ask them what the hell they think they're doing.
Yeah, and that's really a disgrace. Trying to make a buck off all these people who lost their lives. Somebody should have kicked that guy in the teeth.
All right.
But thanks a lot, guys. Keep up the good work.
All right, John. Thanks for sharing, man. That's some good stuff.
All right.
All right, let's go back down to D.C. Andy, what's up?
Hey, Opie, Anthony, what's up, guys?
What's happening?
Hey, man, yeah, I'm a brand new listener for you guys. I was a little bummed when Don and Mike left, but you guys, man, you're awesome.
Cool.
And,
thanks, man.
Hey, man, and just in these past couple of days, I know a lot of people calling up and saying what you guys are doing is awesome, but you know, I'm driving around and my dad was in the Pentagon and he's okay, and it took me about 6 hours on Tuesday to finally hear his voice.
Wow.
And you know, so this whole thing, I mean, you can't get away from it. No matter where you go, you're sitting in DC traffic is insane, and it's just crazy, man. Everywhere you look, you can't shut it out of your mind, even no matter how hard you try. But you know, we turn on the radio and you guys are doing this job of just letting us talk and letting people get on here. And I'm telling you, man, you guys are humanitarians for what you're doing, and it's just, I don't know, man. There's no way I'd get through these past couple of days without, one, my dad being okay, and one, having you guys here just to let people talk, man, because that's, you know, aside from everything else that we want to do, and people want to get out and get revenge, and I agree with that totally, but just hearing everybody talk and letting everybody know that nobody's alone in this is, I don't know, man. You guys rock. You guys, I thank you so much for letting everybody do this.
Thanks, man. I'd like to be able to say that we, planned it out, that we were going to come on the air and do something, and let's get on the air and have people appreciate what we do. We don't know how to do anything else but what we're doing these past few days.
Yeah, this is
just kind of getting on and being ourselves and taking calls and whatever, you know.
The one thing about our show, we let the people dictate what we do on a daily basis here, you know, and this is what they want to do with this radio show, and eventually we'll move back to a more entertaining show, and you guys will let us know when it's time. You know, I think starting Monday we'll certainly try to get some more entertaining elements into this whole thing, just so we can move on a little bit. You know?
Yeah.
Well, it's worked, man.
I think it's helping today with the WWF stuff, Opie.
Yeah,
Tell you the truth. It's such a goof to hear the WWF superstars discussing this, because aside from the politicians and the people that were affected by this, a lot of the calls that we've taken, these are the first people that I've heard comment on this, and the fact that it's these WWF superstars it's killing me. Only in America.
After hearing these guys, I feel like I have a brain.
so many people in this country, especially I'm a school teacher. I teach high school, man. So many of my kids probably think when they hear The Rock or when they hear Stephanie or any of these people talking, that's like, hey, that's the voice of God for somebody.
Right, I know.
So,
it's just so much. And they're being real, like Taz right there. Well, he wasn't being Taz. He was being, the guy he is, the New Yorker that he is with family. The Rock wasn't The Rock. That was Dwayne Johnson we heard from. I want to hear the other end. We're gonna go over there, you know?
Yeah.
You smell where the bomb is dropping.
Exactly. And then Stephanie you could tell that unless she's got a storyline to follow, cuckoo, there is nothing going on up there. It's hysterical to try to hear her, comparing what happened Tuesday to her parents' battle with drug allegations.
What do you expect? All that oxygen is going to her to feed her boobs, to keep them
boobs.
alive.
The blood flow.
The blood flow is
unbelievable.
That's the best laugh I've had in 4 days now.
Yeah.
Is the flotation devices.
It is nice to get a chuckle every so often.
All right, Andy.
Hey guys, you rock. Thanks for everything, man.
Hang in there down there. Things are going to be okay.
All right, man.
All right, bro.
Okay.
You want to hear more of that, Ant?
Yeah, I would love to. This is the highlight of my day today, is listening to the WWF superstars.
I think we have Bradshaw. That's pretty good.
What else do we have? Have you been able to scrape up any more good ones? Have you screened some of them? Because I know there's a website just full of them.
Yeah, we've got a few more after that.
All right, let's go with Bradshaw's comments from the WWF.
You know, I have heard and I have seen of cowardly acts that have happened before. The extermination of the Jews by some maniac in Germany. The bombing of a federal building in Oklahoma City.
Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, what's his name?
God damn, these people are brain surgeons. The extermination of Jews by some maniac. I hope we catch that guy. I sure hope we get him. Who is he? Some maniac. Who, Adolf Hitler? Friggin' Bradshaw, man.
Start this over. I gotta hear that again.
Oh, my dear sweet God. Not the WWF Superstars.
You know, I have heard and I have seen of cowardly acts that have happened before.
Right.
The extermination of the Jews by some maniac in Germany. The bombing of a federal building in Oklahoma City by some maniac. And now
by some maniac.
Timothy McVeigh, maybe?
By who? Oh, my God.
Some maniac has attacked America, attacked innocent men, women, and children, husbands, fathers, parents, all because of some religious belief or some other motive that he has. These people had nothing, absolutely nothing to do with you. We're running this show tonight because we're going to show you that you cannot break, you cannot even bend the fiber, the backbone of the United States of America.
And those sponsors paid big bucks for you to run that
There's going to be
show.
some critics that wonder why we run this show. I want to make this perfectly clear. Go to hell.
Oh.
We're doing this show because we love America. This is all we had to give you for tonight is this evening. If I had to, I'd give my life readily for this country.
Okay.
I have relatives who have done that, who are buried overseas, who are buried in many different places.
My God, Bradshaw's giving Bin Laden
George W. was one of the greatest.
He's giving him a suplex.
It's time he will become a great president. You guys who are out there, we're going to find your ass. We're going to make whatever country's hiding you into a stinking parking lot.
Like they're watching the WWF right now.
God bless this great state I live in, and God rest the sorry son of a bitch that did this. We will find you.
There you go.
My God, this war's gonna be a slobber knocker. Bradshaw's giving Bin Laden a suplex. Oh my God, off the top rope.
Now, if the WWF ran their show without commercials, then I would believe that,
they were there doing it just to show
America,
people that they're going. But you know something? I'm sure the what a hit of the week or whatever they call it was sponsored by Snickers or something. So I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it, but I enjoy the living crap out of listening to morons discuss these events. Some maniac, I don't know what his name was. Some guy. He probably said maniac for the other two because he didn't know how to say Osama bin Laden for the last one. Oh, it's so friggin' good to laugh at these people. Oh, do we have any others?
Wait, I just want to go to Lorenzo. Lorenzo. Old Dirty. All right, he finally hung up.
Is he calling himself Lorenzo today? Because much like the WWF Superstars, The Rock came on, but it was Dwayne Johnson.
I figured we'd call him Lorenzo today.
So maybe Lorenzo would get on and go, yo, let me tell you something, B. Yo, B, that's my word.
All right, what do we got over there?
Bubba Ray.
Bubba Ray? Dudley?
Bubba Ray Dudley. We've had him in the studio, and let me tell you something about this guy. He is certifiably insane. The guy will kick your ass in the street and think about the lawsuit later. I'm so convinced of that. He's a nut.
The one thing I did want to say is that there's an old saying, that which does not kill us makes us stronger.
There you go.
And yes, a lot of people died, but you can't kill America, and you can't kill American spirit. And somebody's going to pay for this, and I hope it's soon.
That's it? Not that thrilling. I like the Bradshaw speech so far. That was a good one. Stephanie, just a total embarrassing abomination of a speech. Vince, very uplifting.
Michelle. What's going on with the phone?
Michelle, are you there?
Hello?
Hello?
Why can't we get phones going? Hold on, let me try this again here. Yeah, Michelle. No? Gone?
Click.
Okay.
Click.
You want to hear Kurt Angle?
Kurt Angle, here you go, an American hero. Here is a guy, he was a legitimate wrestler in the Olympics, gold medal winner. Let's hear what his views are.
I just want to say that my heart, my thoughts, and my prayers go to the victims and their families. You know, all my life I've always wanted to do something special to be considered an American hero. And after winning the Olympic gold medal at the Olympics,
self-serving.
Some people would consider me to be an American hero.
But no, tell us who those heroes are.
But after watching this terrible tragedy, now I know who the true American heroes are.
Triple H.
They're the police officers and the firemen and the doctors and nurses and the paramedics and all the people that stretched out their arms to help the victims and their families. They're the true American heroes. They deserve a gold medal. Or better yet, they earn the right to be called Americans. It's true.
It's true. You had to say the "it's true" thing at the end. If I could get a big, dopey WWF championship belt to fit around all of them, I would. It's true. It's true. It's true. If only we could get a big, giant championship belt to give to all the soldiers to take over there and smash over the head. I hope our soldiers are armed with folding chairs so we can slam the Afghanis and slam them down to the desert floor. It's true. It's true.
Jim Norton, what's going on?
Could you guys possibly play more melodramatic clips from bigger horses' asses?
I know. It's so horrible.
Ugh. Really annoying. And it's annoying me even up here in Poughkeepsie as I prepare to do bananas tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah. Whore. Hooah.
I haven't been able to really hear the show. Just up here we caught it a little bit.
Yeah.
Is Voss there?
Voss is outside the studio, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to ask him something, but I probably won't now because he's not there.
He's actually on a break. He donated his mouth and teeth to move away debris. Down at the,
Voss is an idiot. That is great.
Norton's on the horn.
Oh.
How you doing, Voss?
What's going on, man? Hey, you know my friend, who's on the phone? Norton?
Norton, yeah, Jim Norton.
Where you calling from?
Poughkeepsie.
Wow, what brings you up there?
Oh, you know, it's funny. I don't want to plug bananas tonight and tomorrow.
You guys are just awful.
Huh?
You guys are just awful. Voss, are you hitting on the interns again?
No, who said I
was?
A little bit.
We have two. The only interns we have now are two attractive girls. And
he's
now
on the couch outside, flanked by the interns.
I'm just talking to
Hi,
him.
sweetie. I know the struggle.
I told him I had a car.
You want to dry your door?
Oh, man. hey, Norton.
Yeah.
Remember I told you my dilemma about work this weekend and what I did?
Yeah.
Well, what I did take got canceled. I am
Okay.
such a zero.
All right, good.
Nice inside code word jokes that you got working there, guys.
Yeah, that's good. Should we tell the 6 million people that are listening a little more inside stuff? We could have talked about that later, you retard.
You know what?
There was no reason to bring that up now on live radio.
My friend called me, Matt, today. When they were doing the cathedral thing, did you see the ceremony this morning?
Yeah.
My friend Matt called me and he said as they were playing the organ, they should have been dropping bombs in Afghanistan, like The Godfather.
Right.
When they
Oh,
cleaned
good.
house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Michael Corleone was in church.
Yeah.
Godfather 3, right?
Yeah.
At
No,
the
two.
baptism. It was, no, that was
one.
That was, the first one, yeah.
Yeah, where they were.
Was it? And they were baptizing, his son.
Uh-huh.
And all hell was breaking loose.
yeah.
As they killed all the heads of the 5 families.
And they would go back to the organ, and they would go shooting them up in the room or something. That would have been great today.
Oh, that is good.
And
Hey, Voss, you have a never again tattoo. Did you realize that the Jews were exterminated by some maniac?
As far as Bradshaw is concerned from the WWF.
What a moron.
He's outraged. You know, we've seen disaster before when Jews were exterminated by some maniac. The name slips my mind. I'm not a history major. Bradshaw.
Complete idiots.
All right, Jim, we're going to let you go.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
There he goes, Jim Norton.
Norton.
Let's go to Joe. He's been at Ground Zero for 18 hours. Joe, what's going on?
What's going on, Opie? What's going on, Anthony?
Hey, man.
Man, it's brutal down there.
Yeah.
I'm with the local union that works in the city. And my dad was the foreman when that building went up. And I worked and I put my 5-year apprenticeship in that building.
Wow.
And my local called us out. We've been down there working, a whole crew of guys. As long as you could stay, you can keep going. But what you see down there is just gruesome.
Yeah. What are you seeing?
You're seeing a lot of body parts come out. You're seeing, when you find a human, you scream and you yell, and they send up a dog, and the cadaver dog smells, and then they send up a doctor, and they determine if he's alive or not. And you just hold your breath, and you wait and hear. If he's alive, everybody cheers. And the next thing you hear, if he's not, is Everybody screams out body bag.
Ugh.
And they pass them up the line.
Right.
And it's gruesome. It truly is gruesome. You know, to see something that took 6 years to build fall inside of 2 hours, and all those people down there. But I got to give my hat's off to my guys, but my hat's really off to the firemen and the police department.
There you go.
Because those guys are busting their hump, man. You got guys from all over the world busting their hump. But I just want to let you guys know, and I heard you yesterday, and how you guys want to get down to ground zero.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I never said I did. There's no way in hell I would want to go down there. Opie, for some reason, would like to.
Opie, believe me, when I walked down there, I was down there Tuesday afternoon. When I walked down there, my stomach fell out my ass.
Yeah.
You know, it takes my breath away.
I can't explain it, but for some reason, I got to see it.
Well,
I just got to see it.
You still got your union book?
That was Ed.
No, that was me.
Well, steal his.
Yeah.
Construction helmet, a pair of gloves. You guys are more than welcome to come down and dig, man.
No, that's fine. Thank you.
You know, but my hat goes off to everybody down there. And for the families, we're trying as hard as we can. You know, there's going to be survivors.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I've been in that building for so many years, and I know how deep that building goes down 5 stories of just parking lots, and that's the strongest part of the building.
But, I mean, how long can these people survive without water and food?
Well, they say the human body can go a week to 10 days.
Yeah.
You know, and down in at that time of the morning, there's tons of deliveries down there for the restaurants and the food courts.
Oh.
So if it's not totally damaged, they could probably get food and water out of some of the trucks.
That would be nice to think.
But you know what? I'm going back tomorrow morning, and I'll do another 12-hour, 18-hour shift.
Are they anywhere close to the basement or figuring out how to get in the basement?
Dude, we haven't finished cleaning off the sidewalk yet.
No, I understand that.
We haven't found. We're still probably 15 to 20 feet from the building. The rubble is 4 stories high in the center. And you just can't, of course you can't start picking at the center.
Right.
You got to go from the outside in. But I was one of the guys on the crew yesterday when we pulled out that one live fireman from the top of the pile. And I'll tell you what, it brought the power out of everybody. And it made morale so high that I could have kept going for another 3 days. You know, it's just, it's tough to explain. You know, because you go to 5 or 6 hours and all you do is pull out body parts and dead people. And then you pull out someone alive.
Well, when was the last time you guys pulled out anyone alive?
Oh, it was yesterday.
Really?
Yes. It was a fireman that was down there who fell through a hole and got trapped.
So one of the rescuers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And we didn't know he fell through a hole. They had no contact with him. What they do is they actually cut a cadaver dog loose. And the dog runs through the pile, and where the dog starts to dig is where we start to dig frantically.
Yeah.
Because that means he got a scent. I mean, the dog can't determine if the person's alive or deceased, but...
Did you write all your info on your arm? I saw that on TV last night.
No, I don't do that.
A lot of the rescuers are writing their name, their phone number, their social security number, because they don't know if they're going to be the next victim.
Well, I've got a wallet in my pocket with that, and the fire department, once we find someone, we have the intelligence, we step back. They're trained for this, we're not.
Yeah.
We're basically just hands and shovels.
Now, what do you guys need down there, Joe?
You need work gloves, safety glasses.
The surgical mask, right?
What they really need is respirators.
Respirators?
The surgical paper mask does nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the dust is so intense when you get up into the pile.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have to have a respirator.
Right.
You know, I don't mean a gas mask or anything like that, just a 2-filter standard respirator. And but it's crazy down there. I mean, the food and the water just keeps coming. You know, there's people walking around with cases of water. You know, who needs the water? Who needs the water? It's just there.
Right.
I mean, you have all of that support. What they need is more tradesmen to step up. Someone who can operate a cutting torch to cut some of this steel away. You know, one of the local gas companies, construction gas companies, donated all the bottles of oxygen and acetylene for cutting. We have no cutting rigs. We have no torches. We have no regulators, no hose. So if you find someone, you got to run a regulator across the whole thing and then hook it up.
Right.
They need more regulators and hoses.
And where do they drop this stuff off? Javits Center?
Oh, I would imagine so. I'm not totally sure.
Yeah.
You know, I really don't know. But as far as what we need, the guys that are out there pulling stuff out, is gloves,
right,
dry socks,
right,
rain gear,
okay,
you know, stuff like that. But it's extra construction helmets because a lot of people that come down don't have their own helmet.
Right.
You know, and they want to get in, but they don't have helmets. And you're not allowed in the area without a hard hat on. But it's trying, and I just wanted to see if I can lighten our listeners that listen to your station, because I'm a faithful listener to what's actually going on down there.
Now, what's the deal with the buildings around there? I mean, are they going to collapse?
There's 2 that they say are threatening to collapse.
And what? All of a sudden, a siren goes off, which basically means run as fast as you can.
Basically, what the way the system is, the fire department tells you each group when you're there. If you hear the fire trucks honk their horns, you drop what you're doing and you run like hell, my friend.
Yeah, because one of our cop friends called me last night. We relayed this story earlier, and I answered the phone, and it's Keith the cop.
Right.
Running as fast as he can. Pretty much, you could hear the fear in his voice going, dude, they just, hit the siren.
Yeah, they hit the horns.
We're running like crazy. Can you please turn on the TV and tell me which building they're saying is falling down? Because we have no idea. And they were just running, hoping they're running away from the building.
Okay, the collapsing. 2 buildings that are shaky right now.
The Millennium and what?
Right, and 1 Liberty Plaza.
Liberty Plaza, right.
Okay, and they're very shaky. The first night, Tuesday afternoon I was there, 1 Liberty Plaza flexed 5 degrees. Huh. 5 degrees doesn't sound like much, but when you got a 54-story building, flexing 5 degrees at the top,
right,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
And we did that 3 times Tuesday. They sounded the horns, and we run from the Trade Center itself down to the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel.
Right.
As fast as you can.
Now, you think that building's coming down?
I don't know if it's going to fall by itself.
Right.
But I would say...
Well, either way, it's got to come down.
I would say 50 to 60 buildings around the Trade Center are going to have to be torn down.
50 or 60?
Yes. There are buildings 10 blocks away with chunks of steel that hang out, that are through the concrete.
Oh.
I mean, this is huge.
Well, yeah, we know that.
When this thing came down, we're just very lucky it imploded and it didn't go to the sides.
Right.
Can you
imagine?
That's why I'm saying, to see it, I have photos of it.
Right.
And what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to be down there all day tomorrow. I'm going to try and drop these photos off, a copy of them at your office.
Yeah.
On Monday.
Okay.
Okay? I mean, they're good photos, but most of them are the buildings that are surrounding. And there's buildings with holes in them you could drive a truck through.
Wow.
I mean, there's no possible way that these buildings can be repaired.
Wow.
They're totally structurally unsafe.
Right.
But like I said, to see Ground Zero and be there and work in it, it takes the life out of me. I'm a single father. I've been paying a babysitter for 18 hours.
Wow.
Just so I can be down there and just do, and help.
Right.
Well, no matter what it is. I mean, in 18 hours, if I took an hour and a half of breaks, it was a lot. You just keep going.
Are you going back down?
I'm going back down tomorrow morning at 5:30.
Right on, bro.
Me and probably 150 of my union brothers.
Right on. There you go.
We're in there just trying to help.
Cool.
But keep the faith, man. We're going to keep pulling live ones out of there.
All right, Joe.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks for sharing today.
Not a problem, brother. Love you.
All right.
Bye.
There goes Joe.
Mike. Mike, how you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, I just want to commend you guys. You guys have been the voice of New York, of an angry New York, since the beginning of this.
Yeah.
You guys are doing a hell of a job. And, it's actually, I've never looked at New York. I live in New Jersey, and I've never really had that great of a opinion of New York just because of the New York attitude. Not to say that I didn't like, but you know what? You guys have won me over. I'm highly impressed by the people in the city, and you guys will come back. But I want to get to a couple of things.
Okay.
I had 2 ideas.
Yeah.
All right? First idea is to, when eventually the World Trade Center gets built back up, those 2 towers should be 2 middle fingers sticking at the Middle East.
Well, yeah.
The first thing.
We've seen those photos already. Yeah. They're already sending photos around.
Okay, the second thing is, hearing you guys talk about wrestling before, it's the first time I've laughed all week, and I've heard that Mick Foley challenged Osama bin Laden to Hell in a Cell.
Is there no, there's not a Mick Foley speech. I want to get, the Lita, the Chris Jericho speech.
Oh, God.
The Ivory speech, because I know she doesn't have a brain in her head. What's the other one that I was looking for? Devon Dudley. Farouk. What could Farouk say?
Oh, geez. Devon Dudley. Here, my brothers.
I know.
Testify.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. So we got to get a few more of these done so we can play them, because it really is the first thing that's really made me laugh hard since Tuesday.
All right, Mike.
Bubba Ray's kind of disappointing, though. Hearing the great speeches he used to give in ECW,
yeah,
and hearing him not say much was kind of disappointing.
Well, they're toning it down and being themselves.
They're being themselves.
That's the mistake I think they're making.
Yeah.
It's the funniest part, because they don't have brains in their head, these people. They're there because of their physical ability, and when they have to be themselves and go off script, it is a scream. Like someone wrote, they go, I can only imagine Vince McMahon's face when Stephanie gave that speech, just rolling his eyes and go, okay, no more without a script. She's out of her mind.
He's just got his head, he's banging his head against the desk going, why, Stephanie? Why?
It seemed like a great idea.
All right, Mike.
All right, talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Stephanie. Are we getting the other ones? Sean, what's going on? You're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yo.
Hey, Sean, what's up?
Yo, guys, listen. You guys are doing a great thing. Seriously. I'm really liking listening to 94 and down here in Philly, and they're doing a great thing by not playing music. Some of the stations down here, they just don't get it, right? They're just playing, music. They're playing, Nirvana and Aerosmith now. It's like, what's going on here? Are you guys forgetting what happened?
No, at least wait till Monday and then, try to go back to some normal programming. But I think a lot of people had a lot to say, and, we can't just do it all on our show or on the other shows here on NEW. I think, a lot of the other stations, should have taken a little time, even if they want to play some music and then come back and let some people talk. I think that would be, a good thing, but
exactly.
Oh well.
Yeah, we don't have everyone in New York listening to us,
No.
And we've been doing this for 4 days, and the email coming in every day, I can't even get to all of it. We're trying, and it's a bunch of people going, I wanted to get through and I couldn't, so I'm just going to write my thoughts down, Yeah. There's so many people that need to talk about this, they need to react to this, they need to, just express what they're feeling, and it's too bad that a bunch of stations. I can't talk for the other cities. I don't have the vibe in the other cities, but I can tell you, New York City, 3 miles away to our right, is a disaster that no one has been able to, fully explain. And these people need to talk. And they chose not to go with it.
Exactly. But see, I'm 20 years old. I'm an Army reservist. Right now, I am spewing patriotism. I have on my car, I have an American flag on my antenna. On my driver's side, I got in white shoe polish, I put democracy will not perish. On the back, I put don't tread on me. And on the passenger side, it says
Sosa 72 or something. No Sosa on your car?
Yeah, I just put that on there with some white shoe polish. But I want to thank you guys, because you guys are providing a little bit of comic relief for, a lot of this tragedy. A lot of us are going through a lot. Everybody's going through a lot. But you guys are providing a little comic relief. Yesterday you guys are making fun of Stephanie McMahon's boobs, and today you guys are making fun of the WWF in their comments. I'm laughing. I'm just, this is hilarious,
It's pretty effed up right here, because you go from someone telling a really, emotional story or whatever, and then then the next call you're laughing. It's just really weird.
Yeah. A little while ago, you guys had a woman on who did a poem involving little numbers.
Yeah.
I want to kind of elaborate on that, if you'd let me a little bit.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. 1 country in mourning, 2 towers destroyed. 3 targets hit, 4 planes used. Now here's where it gets better. 5 branches of service ready to kick your ass. 6 times 4 hours a day, you'll be crying for your mama. 7 days a week, America will triumph. 8:45 is when it began. 9 a.m. will not be forgotten. 10 times 10 times the damage you caused. It's my little poem here.
Bravo. Kick ass.
You're no Walt Whitman, but okay.
You're no Bradshaw.
Did better than Bradshaw, sure.
That guy, some dude guy.
Some maniac.
That
guy over there.
I think it was the responsibility of some maniac.
Mumbly Joe and what's his name?
They're maniacs, not.
All right, Sean.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Too much.
What is Patty?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Okay. I wanted to come down and hang out to be part of the family for a little while myself, so I came by.
Oh, brother.
You're upstairs?
Right now, yeah.
Where were you when this went down there, Patty?
I was at work. We had to calm down a couple of employees who had relatives there. One of them, her husband, was in the building.
Oh, yeah.
And then another one, her sister was missing, and they couldn't find her for over 30 hours. They just found her late last night. She was in the hospital. She had stitches on her head.
How about so you were working at McDonald's?
Yeah, and then I've been staying in the city for the last couple of days. I found a place to stay from a list that Virginia gave me. So,
Why, you don't want to go home, or?
Well, I couldn't get home yesterday, and tonight the transportation's going to be sketchy.
Why couldn't you go home yesterday, Patty?
Because they closed Staten Island because of some scare.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway,
Patty out.
That's the scare.
That's the scare, Patty.
Oh, I'm the scare. Well, anyway, I thought I would come be part of the family at least for a little while before I go to where I'm going tonight.
We canceled the family,
the O&A family
get together today.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be with people. I've been kind of like isolated from friends. I consider
You want to be with
friends.
people? You want to be with people? What? You don't want to be with your own kind? whatever that is.
I don't know.
Aliens.
No, I wanted to hang with you guys. I feel I'm part of the O&A family too, with everybody else.
Much like, let me explain. Much like when an anthill gets knocked over. You know me. I have the body of an ant. When an anthill gets knocked over, we get outraged. But what do? We rebuild our anthill. Doesn't matter if you kick it. Sure, the little ants scurry about and lose their way on the trail. But before you know it, I'm right there up front with a big rock in my mandibles, building the anthill over again.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you humans will build New York back again.
All right.
I just hope a bunch of larvae didn't get hurt in the anthill.
You know, I got a question for Stalker Patty.
Oh, what?
How does she handle it when people spray her with Raid?
No.
Oh, sorry.
This building is very secure right now. You don't work in the building.
You need a building ID to get in.
Steve can't even get upstairs.
Yeah.
We've all been questioned. I had to call someone when I went for lunch today. Patty, how did you get in our building?
I snuck
today?
by underneath a crumb from a piece of crumb cake.
No, I just went to the lady behind the desk and told her my name. May I go to the 10th floor? I wanted to ask to come down to the studio
I
and
scurried under a piece of lollipop.
Get Nancy's phone number from Virginia. So she called up and talked to Virginia, and then the security guard didn't ask for my ID because he knows me, so he let me in after the lady said it was okay.
There you go.
Oh, you're good.
I got in the elevator. Somebody left a straw across the chasm that is the front of an elevator for me.
Really? Real funny.
Real funny.
Yeah, well, I just felt like seeing people, too, and saying hello and mingling with everybody.
Knocking my antennas together with another ant and communicating. That's how we do it. We rub our antennas together and go, okay, follow me. And everyone follows. We pick up a grain of sand at a time, and it don't seem like much, but before you know it, we got a big hole in the ground to live in.
You're funny.
Very funny. Look at my thorax.
Well, anyway, may I come down and say hi to everybody?
No.
Please?
You have to stay up top with the workers. Only the queen can come down into the...
Why can't I come down?
Stay up top and just clean the area outside the hole. keep it clear.
Protect us from any huge wasps that might want to fly into the ant hole.
Oh, stop it.
Stop it. Uh-oh, here comes the termite, our mortal enemy.
Anthony, I got an announcement to make. It's 5:36, and we're going back to our normal show today. We don't have to be nice to people.
I kind of like this.
Patty, come on.
What?
No.
I can't. People, I know what they're saying in their cars. Don't do it, but
don't do it.
Patty, come on. Can't you just?
What? What?
What is the problem?
Like, what are you going to do if you come down here?
Well, I guess hang out. I know everybody down there.
I'll share my sugar cube with you.
How about you stop by Monday?
Oh, okay. All right. You really mean that?
No. That was called the blow-off. But...
Yeah. It's just that everybody else came down, so, I'm a friend, too.
Oh.
Besides, I've been kind of like on my own for the last couple of days. I thought it would be good for me.
It's exactly like a bug's life. I've been on my own, walking around. We could avoid some of these disasters if these damn kids wouldn't hold the magnifying glass over the antholes.
Look, I thought I went far, but it's just the garbage can in the middle of Central Park.
Seemed like I went miles. It was just 5 feet. But for me, that's a long walk.
Patty, come on. You're going to be all right?
Yeah, I think I'll be fine, yeah.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to have a little bit of joviality for a couple of whatever.
Joviality. Could you just put a slightly moistened M&M in front of me and I'll be happy for about a month. That's good. I just wanted a little Westernality.
Yeah, besides, it's good to see people.
With my big compound eyes, even one person's like seeing 1,000.
That's true. The compound eyes are made of 1,000 eyes, Anthony. You're right.
Patty, you're a stalker. I think.
I'm a stalker. I'm a friend. I'm not a stalker.
No, Patty, the whole reason you're part of our show is because you're a stalker. How did it become? Where did I miss something where you went from stalker Patty to friend Patty?
Friend of the show, Patty.
I am a friend of the show.
I don't care how much you do for our show. I still consider you not a friend, a stalker. What in your warped mind? When did we go from you stalking me to being a friend of mine? I need to hear this.
I'm a friend.
Watch out, Opie. I could lift 1,000 times my own body weight.
You're still a stalker, Patty.
It might be a character type thing.
Yeah, well, character.
Ben, what do you suggest, Ben?
Look at Steve. Steve put the headphone, the ear things on the headphones over his eyes. He looks like a big ant. Yes. People of Earth. A giant ant.
Ben, what do you think?
I don't know. Do you really want to do this to the poor people that have come here? It was bad enough seeing her the other day when we came into work. Remember that the other day?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure you're okay.
I was on my break.
Oh, yeah.
There's always a reason why you're in front of...
Just right in front of the building. Right as we come to work every day.
I have lots of friends out there. I don't see them every day in front of the building. I'm sorry.
You don't see me every day. I take a break at different times of the morning.
Patty, that's because we're on to you. We all go into the building different ways now to avoid you.
Patty, that's what the detective told me to do, to change up my pattern.
Don't be silly. I'm not a dangerous person.
Sometimes they fly me in and then drop me off on the roof. Yes. I got some advice from a detective. That's what he says. You mix up your routine. That's why I don't see me every day. I guarantee you see someone from the show every day.
Not really, no. I see nobody.
But Patty, when did we go from, like stalker pals to friends?
You're not supposed to anger them, Opie.
I've always been a friend of the show. I've supported the show for 3 years.
How does that make you a friend?
All right, listen,
I feel that I support everybody there. I feel I'm a friend.
Did you bring cards today?
Cards? What do you mean by cards?
Did you bring cards or little letters today?
Did you make anything?
No.
You didn't make anything?
Any commemorative things that you made?
No.
How are you going to get down here? Crawl all the way down the ant farm to the bottom?
She's upstairs. She got through our security downstairs.
I don't know.
No one else can.
I think she crawled up the side of the building.
Remember the ant farms he used to get and fill them up with dirt? And then the glass sides, and you'd see the ants going about their business. Just see Patty showering and then going to work.
See me showering?
It's a Patty farm.
Oh, no.
All right, well, oh, God. Oh, God.
Patty, how does your abdomen stay connected to your thorax with just that little thread of whatever that is that ants have in between it? It's like nothing there. How do you get a belt?
My waist isn't that small.
It's not a waist. There's a name for it.
Thorax?
No, it's that little thing, that little whisker in between the thorax and the abdomen that I don't know how you even hold your pants up.
I don't know. I guess I use string and tie it.
Yeah. All right, Patty.
I vote no.
No.
It's just too much to deal with today.
But she's hurting, everyone.
Yeah.
She's hurting.
Everybody hurts.
Patty, just hold on the line.
You wuss.
I'm just saying, hold on the line.
No, he does this. This was just like at the Hooters thing. He does this. He invites people down because he doesn't have to deal with them.
Right.
They have to sit out there and bother Lynch and everyone else out there.
Then he goes, Rick, why don't you go tell him to leave?
Mark, what's going on?
Hey, I just got home. I was listening to you guys coming home.
Yeah.
And I turned the TV on, and they got Chuck Schumer on the TV again. And all he keeps talking about is the money and what, that they're going to build New York bigger and better. It seems like Chuck Schumer doesn't really give a crap about the people that are involved and that are hurting or suffering from this.
How were you able to understand Chuck Schumer when his head is buried so far up Hillary Clinton's ass that it usually muffles whatever he says? He is like her little lapdog.
Yeah.
You ever see this guy? He is always with Hillary like her little lapdog.
Yeah, well, that's it. Every time, we have Hillary Clinton on the line. Oh, and here's Chuck Schumer.
Chuck Schumer is always there when Hillary's there.
She stops short, he goes right up her ass.
Yep.
Mark, I'm not digging Chuck Schumer through this whole crisis. Ann talked about leaders yesterday and how leaders are not born. They're made from
crisis,
from situations like this, and Chuck Schumer and Hillary Clinton proven they're no real leaders.
Yeah.
They're no real leaders. I mean,
they should be ashamed of themselves.
I hear Hillary Clinton was
really
uptown looking for the World Trade Center. She didn't know where it was.
That they're taking on tax money, and then they calling themselves leaders and all, and all they're worried about is the dollar here. Let's worry about the human lives that are involved, and the people that are risking their lives on the line, and everything else,
Yeah, the money will come in later, believe me.
Exactly. Let's worry about that down the line. Let's worry about cleaning up this mess and trying to find the people that might be alive.
All right, right on, man.
All right, take care, guys.
Thanks, Mark.
Bye.
So Chuck Schumer has not impressed me one bit through this whole thing.
No.
Sarah, what's going on?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. We want to, first of all, thank you for what you've been doing. And this is just one of the most horrific messes that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
But I feel that there are just two things, honestly, that are getting us through it. Number one, it's knowing that the fire department and the police department and everyone else that's working so hard.
Well, there's a lot of, definitely that needs to be said, but there's a lot of just regular folks down there, too.
That's it.
Let's not,
100%.
let's not forget about the medical people, the union workers, just the average schmo that was able to get in there.
That's it. I'm an eye doctor, and I kept calling all the places and asking them if they need, eye doctors to help, just, wash out eyes, whatever the heck they needed.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we have too many people. But what I just wanted to say was the only other comforting thing I see is every time Rudy Giuliani gets on television or says something, I'm just like, thank God he's there.
Yeah, he's in control.
Because, he's in control, and that's what we need. And as you guys were just saying before about Hillary and Chuck, give me a break. They don't know what's flying. He just steps up to the plate and he swings. And
it's natural. He's not trying. The guy, first of all, the guy is he's leaving office, and he can't run for mayor again. So he's not doing this. There's no political motivation.
No ulterior motive.
The guy is a legitimate leader. He has come forward, and I am not a big fan of Giuliani. We've had our differences. I think his whole moral issue and what we should or
Okay, but
shouldn't
how
do.
does that, that doesn't factor in here.
Yeah, exactly. But when push comes to shove and he's got to show his leadership, he's right there. It's amazing.
That's it. I don't know. They should write some kind of new law and let him, stay. And can you imagine if he
Slow
really would
down.
have...
They've been saying that on TV, though.
I think they should.
Until this whole thing kind of, clears up a little bit, but...
That's it. Let him stay. And can you imagine if he really would have won? We had to move out of New York to New Jersey, and I kept my New York license and everything else just so I could vote for him against, Hillary. And then turns out it was Latvia and whatever it was. But I agree. I think they should write something, new and just let him stay. I mean, he's the man. And that's it. Listen,
All right,
you guys
Sarah.
are doing a great job.
Thank you.
And God bless everyone, and keep up the good work.
All right.
All right, take care.
Security for the building wants to talk to Rick now. Go see what they want. They're probably pissed off that Patty got through their security for us downstairs. What?
I crawled through a straw. They never saw me.
What's up? Go ahead, Ben.
There's
What?
people downstairs trying to get in. Everyone else can't get in, but Patty got in. That's all.
Patty
Who else
can
is
get in.
downstairs? I think Drew Boogie's down there. It just cracks me up. I've worked here for 4 years, and they're busting my chops downstairs coming in, but Patty can walk right in.
I lowered myself down the skylight on cables, like Tom Cruise.
Medical marijuana Barbie.
How'd she get in?
Bring her in for 1 minute. She annoys the hell out of me on a regular day. Come on in.
Let's see. Come here, medical.
She's giving me that look like, ooh.
Medical marijuana Barbie.
Ooh.
I'm yawning already. Where is she? Ah, there you are. Grab a mic.
Hello.
How are you?
Just fine.
Are you stoned today?
Not today. I'm working.
Hard to get the weed?
What do you got?
Well, I just wanted to thank you guys for your great shows that you've been doing this week, and it's helped me and listening to everyone else's experience.
Mm-hmm.
And people have been talking about, it's eventually one day it's going to be time to get back to work, and so this is what I do.
Focus
I
on what?
legalize medical marijuana.
Yeah, but medical marijuana Barbie.
Thank you. Medical marijuana Barbie, everyone.
Do you understand that maybe right now isn't the time? Maybe it's time to put your cause aside for maybe even till Monday.
I got one question.
But I'm a New Yorker too, so.
If you're not stoned, why would you leave the house with pink hair?
You're here to talk about medical marijuana?
No, I'm here to talk about.
No, you started talking about medical marijuana.
Well, I do believe that there is a connection because.
All right, thank you. Rick, get medical marijuana Barbie out of here. Very good. Another great appearance by medical marijuana Barbie.
Maybe another time would be a more appropriate medical marijuana.
Hey, your mic's not on anymore, so you can babble to yourself.
Giuliani last year didn't like medical marijuana.
And there she goes,
Barbie.
medical marijuana
Thank
Barbie.
you so much for coming in during this time of
Thanks for coming in and helping us through this trying time by pushing your cause, you bitch.
How the hell does that happen?
Jesus.
I knew it was coming, too. I knew it.
That's worse than
I'm a New Yorker.
Norton plugging.
And you guys got me through the last few days, and well, we're going to move on with our lives.
And, I know eventually we're going to have to move on, and I'm here for medical marijuana, and
She has a coloring book. She's plugging a coloring book.
She's what?
She's got a coloring book out there. A medical marijuana.
Marijuana coloring book? That's good. Didn't we have our pot break already today with Psycho Mark? It sounded more stoned than anything. Oh, look at that. Jesus Christ. Wants to show me a picture of his kids on top of the World Trade Center. There it is. What a view. Look at that. Gonzo.
She's got a whole box of coloring books.
I want to see one of these coloring books.
Give me the box of coloring books. Say we'll give them away. Say we'll give them away. She's walking down the hall. No, you just get the box of coloring books. We don't need her back here, yeah.
Who plugs a cause now?
Yeah, right now.
That's like me saying, hey, you can get my CD on RidgeForce.com. That would be so dumb.
That is you're a despicable man, too.
Michael, what's going on?
Hey, One, how are you?
Good.
Listen, I've been very depressed about this whole scenario. I even lost a friend or whatever, but Anthony, with the whole Patty thing, you pulled me right out of it, man.
Yeah,
and he did it in a classy way, too. The whole sugar cube.
I'm just tired of being, like, so bummed, and it was nice to laugh for a couple of minutes.
Exactly, and I'd abuse Voss, too, but I'm not really in the mood to do it.
There you go.
All right, guys?
All right,
Thanks
Mike.
a lot, Anthony. I appreciate it.
No problem,
All right, buddy.
What are those?
The medical marijuana,
the medical marijuana Barbie coloring book. What?
Making a comeback.
Yeah, we're making a comeback.
What is they're bad pictures, bad drawings that you're supposed to color.
Wow, look at that. You could color in a pot leaf.
I know.
That takes an imagination.
So dumb.
Patty, what's up?
Hi. Not much.
Here you go. Look at. With all that's going on right now, this is necessary. A bashing of the NYPD, pretty much, in her little coloring book. Look at this. Medical marijuana Barbie shock and surprise. Some mean people came and beat up her new friends and took the medical marijuana patients to jail. And they show cops maybe arresting somebody in a drawing with NYPD right across his chest. And she refers to them as some bad people.
And it's not a gentle arrest.
You friggin' twat. Patty. Bad people.
Hi. Oh, I just saw medical marijuana Barbie go by me and down the elevator. She looked a little upset.
Well, why don't you go talk to her, Patty?
No, she's gone.
Oh, that's
Dirty
too bad.
luck.
Why don't you go follow her downstairs? Make sure she's okay.
I'm sure she's fine. I just thought I would just come by and hang for a couple hours and cheer up a little bit. That's all.
Oh, my
You
God.
said yesterday, and that's the only reason why I'm here.
Hold on. What? Our new president thinks medical marijuana should be regulated by the individual states. Do you agree with him? Ask our new president about medical marijuana. They got a drawing of George W. Bush. Look at his pupils. Look at his pupils. They're swastikas.
Give me the whole box.
Yeah, this is, oh boy. And this is the time to come in here and do this. This bitch. Every one of them gets ripped up.
Throw these in the streets of New York or something.
No, rip every single one of them up.
Hundreds of them.
Who cares?
All right, hand them out.
Rip every single one of them up.
There's actually thousands of them. There's got to be 1,000.
Let's burn the books.
There's thousands.
No,
of
this is propaganda.
Look at this. Page 8, she says they're bigger than the Beatles.
Good. I hope a lot of there you go, Opie. I hope a lot of money of their resources went into printing this trash, and by just ripping them up and destroying it wastes a lot of their money. What a bitch, man. It slams the cops and has the president as some kind of Nazi. That's a wonderful thing to try to be pushing right now. Despicable human. Stupid friggin' bitch.
She's insane.
You know, nothing against pot. I mean, if anyone wants to smoke weed, more power to you. I could give a flying F. But to then turn it into some twisted political argument where this pink-haired, no-brained bitch comes in here and starts spreading her trash.
Well, at a time like this, especially.
Wasn't she a little old for that cause, too?
She's a little old for the pink hair and that outfit. You know, that might have looked cute when she was in her 20s or 30s.
All right. Pedro, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
All right.
I'm sounding a lot better than I did the last time we talked.
Yeah?
Yep. Just wanted to let you guys know, cops down there, firemen are doing a really great job. The construction workers are busting their asses. Lisa Orban knows the bar I work at. And we just want to, all the guys, when they're done, come down to O'Donoghue's, spend some time there, hang out, just relax. We'll take care of you.
All right.
And
I'm a little distracted because there are hundreds upon hundreds of coloring books being ripped up in front of my eyes.
These medical marijuana coloring books.
Hey, guys.
Badmouth the president and the cops that have, you know, the police officers in this city
We're heroes.
Nice.
They are doing things that are above and beyond the call of any duty. And this bitch is trying to come on our airwaves so she could spread her crap and give out this propaganda is beyond me. It's beyond me. Now, I don't advocate violence. I never have to civilians or to Americans, no matter how stupid they might be. But if you see this pink-haired twat, just yell at her face. Just yell at her and go, what's your effing problem?
What a creep.
Hey, guys, you still have fun with Patty over there?
Huh? Sure is hard to rip up magazines with one hand full of holding a beer, ain't it, Lynch?
Thanks for helping us out, Lynchy. What'd you say, Pedro?
We're just keeping the economy going by drinking more beer. I applaud him.
What's up, Pedro?
If you guys still have issues with Patty, let me know. I'll send you a couple of MPs to take care of her.
All right, no, all right. Thank you.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
Stalker Patty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MPs to take care of me.
Well, you're still upstairs, right?
Yeah, but I'm not a harmful person.
I'm not a harmful person. Only when we swarm. You ever see us in Africa? We can swarm and take down an entire animal in no time. Alone, we look very small and vulnerable, but when we all get together in the billions and come out of our antholes, we could take down an elk.
It's a good thing I have an extra set of legs to hold my Walkman.
Is that what you
While
do?
I'm holding the phone here.
Patty?
Yes.
It's just a guy thing today.
All right.
You'd be the only girl, and
Yeah.
Okay. I just felt a little lonely over the last couple of days, and it would be fun to be with you guys in the studio. But, I mean, I understand.
when it's just a guy thing,
Yeah, that's okay. I understand.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Even though we have 5 women here. But, it's just a guy thing. So. All right, Patty, we'll see you soon?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All righty.
All right, there she goes.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, Stalker Patty, everyone. Let's move on to Jay. Jay, you're next on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, O&A.
Hey.
Man, I can't believe I finally got through.
How stupid was she that she handed over the whole box of coloring books? There's thousands of them here.
She gave them to us?
What?
This is her donation for the relief effort.
No, it isn't.
Oh, yeah.
That's what she said?
That's what she said.
This is her donation.
That is great. What the hell kind of donation?
All right, go ahead, Jay.
Hey, listen, my wife calls me 7:30 this morning, right?
Yeah.
State troopers and dogs crawling. She works at a bank in Wilmington. They're sweeping this place. 12 o'clock, she calls me crying. They're getting evacuated because of a bomb threat. This is BS, man. Somebody's got to do something about this crap.
It's on the way, my friend. It's on the way. There's a panic all over the country right now. There's bomb scares everywhere. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Another guy I work with, his wife got evacuated from her building a few times.
Right.
They shipped them out, checked it out, nothing wrong, right?
Right.
You get back in, they get another call, you didn't look good enough. And it turns out, it was coming from in the building. Still worked there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
All right, hang in there, my friend. It'll be okay. Thanks, Jay.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Rick.
Oh, Rick. Gee, you are just...
You're the worst. Put your pants back on.
Everyone's ripping up the magazines, and Rick's got to, put it by his ass.
Robert.
He's wiping with it.
Robert, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
All right.
First off, the police and the firemen are the greatest. They don't come any better than New York police and firemen.
I completely agree, but there's some other people out there that are working their ballies off, too.
Rick,
get some more
WNEW
clips.
God bless them all. Everybody who's out there is doing a great job.
Okay.
But Peter Jennings,
yeah.
I think he's got a tent in his pants when things like this happen.
Oh, all these news stations
But
do.
he likes to see bad things happen. You can see it. He's glowing. He's glowing. This is making his day. He won't say anything that's positive. Or if he does, I think he's upset about it. I can't turn him on anymore. I got to shut it off. And Tom Brokaw needs to learn how to speak. Not that I'm a speaker, but
yeah.
And one other thing, quick.
I've had it with the TV coverage. Nothing
terrible.
new for the last, I don't know, maybe 30 hours now. So.
And when they catch these guys, they should torture them. Put their nuts in a vice and squeeze slowly. And if that don't work, then they should move in with my in-laws for 6 months. They'll never do it again.
All right, Robert. Thank you. Bye. huh? Let's move on to John. John, what's up?
Hi, how you doing, O&A?
Pretty good.
I have one problem. Everybody keep on busy saying that justice will prevail.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that by the Simpson trial.
Huh?
I didn't see that by the O.J. Simpson trial. Everybody's saying justice will always prevail. I didn't see that by the O.J. Simpson trial.
I say we should bomb OJ.
Yeah. Also, you have to have faith in our military, my friend. There will be justice. It may take a while, but we can't turn back now, man.
Okay, we'll see what's going to happen then.
All
Thanks,
right.
O&A.
Thanks, John.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. All right, we got to regroup. We got to regroup. You guys, Jesse Ventura?
Ah,
he was
Jesse
He was on SmackDown too?
No, this was part of a speech.
Okay. All right, let's check out Jesse Ventura.
Show the world the strength of Minnesota, because we always lead the nation. We really and truly do.
Minnesota?
We lead the nation. Military people as well as law enforcement people, please come in uniform. If you're in the reserves, if you're on active duty, of course, police and emergency people that work in the emergency service industry, wear your uniforms, because that's what this is all about.
Very good.
There you go. Who else we got? Anyone else? Lita.
Yeah, we wanted
Oh,
Lita.
my God. The chicks just have nothing in their head in the WWF. Not like Bradshaw is. So maniac.
I don't know what to say about something so devastatingly evil. I mean, that could even make a difference to anyone. So I try to delve below. I've got, this layer of numbness over me and discover the emotions that I have, and they're, sadness, anger, fear, helplessness. It's like all in one.
It almost makes it so I can't take my boobs out.
I mean, who would do something like this? Why? What are they trying to accomplish? We don't understand. We start to watch and get some of the suspects, the motives, for an event like this. But what I want to know, what do the answers solve? It doesn't change anything that's happened. And, I've watched the TV ever since Tuesday morning, like I'm sure everybody else has. And the only thing that's changed is become more of a reality. And all I can say is I've never felt anything like this personally or on a national level. I can't... I would never have the audacity to say that I do know what to do in a situation like this. But on a personal level, whenever I have a problem, large, small, of any level, it always begins with just stopping everything and taking a deep breath. So tonight I hope that the entertainment that we provide for you can help you kind of relax and get your mind off things just for a short time so that you can relax maybe and start to take that first deep breath.
Thank you. Thank you, Lita. Thank you so much.
Oh, man, this is all about Vince having a little guilt in his head.
Parade all of my superstars out there because I got to pay the rent.
I need to make my money.
That's it.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. Mike, you're next. What's up?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
I tell you, today I had the day I've been a zombie for 3 days.
Yeah.
I have been non-functioning. I have not been able to do anything. And today I woke up and I decided I was going to do something.
Right.
So I found out that they needed a certain amount of supplies, and all I had to do was bring them to the Salvation Army. So me and a couple of my friends went down, and we went to a couple of stores. Some of them hooked us up, and some of them charged us regular price. I filled my SUV up with supplies, and we went to the Salvation Army. And then the guy asked me if I wanted to go with him down to deliver the stuff. So I'm like, I'm there. So we drive down, and we're at Ground Zero. And I have never seen anything like this in my entire life. I've been in this world 45 years, and I have never seen something like this. It was like...
Of course, who has?
But
this has never happened before.
The analogy I can give you about this is it's like a funeral for a friend, and all that's left is a burnt corpse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, because I used to work downtown, and I always used the World Trade Center as my, mark, as where I was. And now when I look at the two burnt out lobbies, all that's left is the lobbies. It just takes your breath away, I swear.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And these guys are working so hard. I've just never seen people come together and work like this. It really is unbelievable.
And we're just looking for some survivors at this point. We had a guy on earlier. He said there's no doubt in his mind that we're going to find a bunch of people.
Well, I know that there are spaces in there. In fact, today there's a lot of spaces. When the rain came, it washed away a lot of the dust, and there are like caverns that they can see.
Right.
In fact, today they had to have ropes to work on to do work because they were afraid they would fall into the caverns. The guys in the pit were actually tied together with ropes.
Yeah, that's some bravery. I don't know if I could go into one of those caverns with a rope tied to me.
Hell no.
I'm a pussy, man. I'll be
You don't know what's going to pop out in front of you to scare you and leave images in your head that are going to be there for the rest of your life when you try to go to sleep. Yeesh.
Well, I tell you, I've got images that are going to last forever too, and I was literally within 10 feet of the tower, so it will take your breath away.
Okay.
Taking a look at that stuff.
All right, Mike.
But the reason I was calling is we need some stuff tomorrow. If anybody wants to help, I don't know if I can tell you where the center is and what people can bring.
Sure, why not? Go ahead.
We're going to pick it up at the Wallbaums on the Long Island Expressway Service Road and Francis Lewis Boulevard about 11 o'clock. And what's needed is coffee, hot dogs, hot dog rolls, sugar. We already got plenty of water, plenty of Gatorade. They just need, and milk.
Okay.
These guys want coffee. They're working, 24/7. They're working 24 hours a day, and they need coffee to keep them going.
All right, man.
If anybody wants to help.
I heard protein bars too.
No, they got plenty of those.
Oh, you got all that? Okay.
I delivered about 500 today.
Wow. All right. Thank you, Mike.
All right, take care.
Hang in there, man. Let's move on to another Mike. Mike, what's up?
Hey, I just want to tell you guys, if you guys remember Josh on Wednesday called us towards the end of the show, it was kind of the most heartbreaking moment I've ever seen in my life.
Which one was it? Because we talked to so many people that had some heartbreaking stories.
Well, Josh's dad passed away at the Pentagon. He started off with...
Oh, man, that one killed me. A 17-year-old kid from Washington. And
exactly.
And his father died at the Pentagon.
Like, literally, I mean, I know we've all had the times where we're sitting around and we're, like, a little choked up. We talk about fathers and mothers who passed away and everything.
Yeah.
But, like, that moment, literally, for me, I just got home from work. I had my door open there and cried my eyes out.
Yeah, he was asking for answers, and we had nothing. What do you say to a kid like that?
Yeah, and I never cried. Like, I haven't cried in years, and I sit there and bawled just thinking about, like, it really hit home. Like, I'm almost crying now. Like, I couldn't believe that I was listening to that. And just really, just like everybody else in New York, just wanted to thank you guys for letting people voice their opinion, make everybody really a part of this.
Yeah, that was just brutal. Absolutely brutal.
All right, thank you. Keep up. Good work.
All right, Mike, thank you.
Take care.
All right, peace. Hey, Frank, you're next on the radio show.
Hey, what's up, O&A?
Hey.
I know, sad day, but, I spent all day at work looking on the internet, reading about this ruling Taliban in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And that's one effed up country.
No.
I mean, they don't let their women out of the house without a male, relative. If they are, they're beaten a public beating. All right. The women are not allowed to go to hospitals. They're not allowed to hold jobs. The women aren't even allowed to hold jobs. And I mean, that the country is so messed up, and we just gave them, a couple months ago, we gave them $48 million, $10 million of which was supposed to fight the drug, the opium trade, to the Taliban. I wouldn't be surprised if they used that money to finance this thing. But I mean, I was reading it, and there's millions of people like that are homeless and starving, and these Taliban guys, man, they gotta get up. I mean, we got to do something.
We help a lot of these countries, and then they turn around and spit in our face. It's just
the worst, yeah.
Well, I was amazed because I never heard of these guys before, and I went and I said, well, let me learn about them. Let me see what's going on. And I think they had something to do with it. They're hiding the guy for crying out loud. If there's any targets, we might as well hit them anyway, But
well, we'll see what happens, and I think it's starting this weekend, my friends.
Yep.
All right.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks, Frank.
All right, bye.
Bye. Chris, you're next to the Opie and Anthony show. What's up?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good.
I just wanted to let you guys know that I work at the Huntington Hilton on 110. And I haven't heard about it too much on the radio, but we're taking donations today. And we're going to run an 18-wheeler to the Javits Center tonight.
Very cool. So what do you need from us?
We had so many people drop off water and snacks and food. And what they really need, from what I hear, is coffee, which we're supplying, and other types of stuff. But there's one guy who came this morning, first thing in the morning, and no one even got his name. And we just wanted to reach out, and if he can hear us, we wanted to thank him. The guy went out and bought on his own and dropped off 300 pounds of dog food.
That's cool.
At the hotel today.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, none of the canines out in the city have any dog food or anything like that. And it was just amazing. The guy said, yeah, I just went down to Walmart and took out a couple of $100 and figured I'd buy some stuff for some people because, you know, I don't really need to worry about it this weekend. I'm okay. And it was like, it's incredible how much, like, these people are, you know, reaching out and stepping up, and you would never think about it. We did a blood drive a couple of days ago. At 9 o'clock in the morning, we were on a 4-hour wait for people just to give blood.
And the people just waited.
And they sat around in the lobby and had a cup of coffee and waited their turn, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Cool.
But if this guy was listening to the show, we just wanted to thank him so much.
Hey, that's great, Chris. All right.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Bye. Mike, what's going on?
Hello?
Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Hey, last time I spoke to you guys, which was a while ago, was much better circumstances, but...
Well, we'll get back to that.
Yeah, you got that, but just sitting here thinking about everything, it's just so amazing. I know you guys have been hearing it 100 times today, but you guys really got to deserve what you guys are doing right now. So many people get to call up and give all these stories that they've got, heartbreaking stories that people need to hear and really know what the damage is that's happened, you know?
Yeah.
And you guys are giving that forum to everyone, man, and that's like the best thing that could go on right now. I have no idea and cannot understand how any radio station could be playing music right now.
Well, yeah, we can't get to everyone out there.
I know, you know what I mean? It's like it's really hard to get to you guys, and there's just so many stories that people need. This is like therapy for everybody. They need this so bad.
I don't even know what we're really doing. We're just opening the phone lines. I hope this is
Hey, you guys are doing more than that, though, man.
There.
You're doing a lot more than that, though. You guys got it going on. There's no doubt. You're really helping a lot of people.
All right, well, cool.
It's a big thing, you know. I just basically everybody gets to call up and say, you know, where's their help and where to go and what to do, and
right.
You know, and it's a great thing, man. You guys are doing a hell of a job, man. Really.
Hey, thanks, Mike.
You got it.
Have a good weekend.
You too, man.
Or at least try, because I know I'm going to try. Let's go to Dave in Boston. Dave, what's up?
Yo, you guys are doing an awesome job.
Hey, thanks, Dave.
And hey, you guys, you're gonna not believe this crap. I was just flipping through your last break, and Rocco is concerned that the people are returning tickets for their local bazooka, and he's pleading with people. You know, he understands the tragedy, but he doesn't understand why people aren't coming. That they need to come together for an event like this.
Oh my God! Wait, I gotta say, I love how people's true colors are coming out. I just love that. From the politicians to the other radio stations to the newscasters. I love this.
Are you kidding me?
You want to explain this?
I thought you guys would want to hear that. It made me want to puke after, you know, you're flipping around. I just listened to, you know, God Bless the USA, and hey, local bazooka, support your local groups. We know it's tragedy, but this is what makes America America.
Oh, that whole, you know what makes America America? Being able to just talk openly like this and supporting your government and the military when we finally respond to this. Not things like making sure Thursday SmackDown gets on the air and making sure local bazooka, which is, it's like some kind of a music thing that goes on up in Worcester, Massachusetts. They do it every year. And it's quite the little sham for the bands, against the bands. What they do, they make every band, the local bands, you know, they have some headliners, but the local bands, they say, hey, you're going to be on the Future Stars stage. So they make them buy tickets. They make the bands buy tickets for a large chunk of change. We're talking in the thousands of dollars.
And you've been in a few bands, and
most pay to play. It's called.
Yeah, most bands have no money whatsoever. They
pay to play.
They scrape their money together to get their equipment, and then they do gigs for $50 a night and split that 10 ways.
But they say they can make money because what you do is you take the tickets that they have so generously sold you. Now you go out to your friends and make them pay to come and see you. That's what kind of a sham they're running there with the Loco Bazooka. There's your pals at AAF. There's Dave Dickless, just more screwing over of the local bands. And now apparently people want to return these tickets and say, look, we're not playing. Some of the local bands saying, I don't feel it's right now to get out and start rocking on the stage. And I guess Dave Dickless has gotten his little puppet rock hole to get on the air and plead with these bands to come and play anyway. Even though the bands themselves feel maybe it's not appropriate, maybe their stage act, maybe their songs aren't appropriate to perform at a time like this, and they have the smarts and the feeling enough to not want to go and perform. But Dave's shill, Rockhole, now is on the air pleading with these bands to come and play anyway and make sure you bring your goddamn ticket money. It's
pretty sick.
I just wanted to disgrace.
You're right. True colors shine through. You guys rock, man.
All right, thanks, bro.
Hey, bye.
God damn, man. That is just... We didn't even mention it because it was enough of an abomination that bands were being screwed over with this event. But, it's the way of the world. But when now this is added to it, a tragedy like this, and Dave Dickless has his shill Rocco to try to get the bands to come through with the cash, it's just... Oh, bro, I don't know.
Like I said, people's true
Whatever.
colors come shining through when when something like this happens.
It's disgusting.
That's okay.
It's disgusting.
It's okay with me. It's all right.
Whatever.
It's all right. People aren't stupid. Josh, what's going on?
Hey guys.
Hey.
What we really need, I just got finished digging for 11 hours. What we really need, we got plenty of water. We got plenty of food. Gloves.
Gloves.
We need gloves. Every time you find the body part, you got to change gloves so that DNA doesn't get mixed up. You're going through this muck that's wet.
Josh,
you got to change gloves.
Josh, slow down. So you're uncovering body parts as you go, huh?
You have no idea.
How do you deal with that?
I haven't gone to sleep yet. I'll let you know tomorrow.
Yeah.
After I get a couple of hours, but it's just it's brutal.
You're just digging on your hands and knees basically, and
you're digging. You're putting it in a bucket. You're passing the bucket down, but every time you come across a body part, you call for a body bag. The gloves go in the body bag with the body part.
And then you have to get new gloves.
And you need new gloves. Leather palm gloves, heavy rubber gloves, gloves.
All right.
Plenty of water, plenty of food, gloves.
Gloves.
That's it. Home Depot sent over. Home Depot has been great.
Yeah.
Buckets, any tool you could possibly think of, they're out of gloves. You got 4,000 guys working, it's a lot of gloves.
All right, Josh. I was just reading something on the instant feedback.
All right.
Now you're pretty close to ground zero. Well, what are the odds that we're going to find some more people alive? And you're
absolutely.
God,
definitely.
Yeah.
There are voids in there that are 20 feet long, 7 feet tall.
Right.
It's amazing.
Now this
amazing.
This is going to sound really naive because I'm not down there and I have no clue. What is the holdup as far as getting into some of these areas?
They're in those areas. The problem is to get from there to the next area, you have to cut the steel out, and you can't cut the steel out from underneath.
Okay.
You got to cut the steel out from up top because it weakens everything below it.
Right.
And for example, I know in the news you see them working with the excavators with the grappling hooks at the end.
Uh-huh.
That's on the West Side Highway, or what was the West Side Highway.
Yeah.
They haven't even connected from one end to the other on the West Side Highway yet.
Yeah.
They estimate 1 million tons of debris there. They've taken out 12,000.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, I mean, you're racing against the clock because these people can't survive down there forever. Josh? Josh?
Hello?
Okay, Josh. Thank you. We've got a lot of info out of him, though. Frank, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I have a pretty serious theory that our vice president may be dead. He's the only one that hasn't come on TV and said anything about this whole deal.
Well, I mean, we can't start any rumors. I would like to see him on TV myself, but you got to think he's pretty busy right now. You know?
Yeah, everybody else seems to be busy, and they showed up on TV and said something.
He's the vice president is planning the attack. Dude, he's with military leaders this whole time in a war room planning the attack of whatever countries we're going to bomb. So it's a good thing we haven't seen him.
Plus, he's got a bad ticker.
Well, that's why I keep him nice and calm down there in an air-conditioned war room. And
that's right.
Let him talk at the military leaders and
get women fanning him 24 hours a day. Thanks, Frank.
All right, thanks.
All right, man. Let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, you're next on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Hey, guys, I'm going to get emotional, so I want to apologize right now, all right?
Okay.
My brother's in the Navy, and he's leaving on Monday for the Middle East. His ship leaves. And I just want to say, don't forget all the people that were lost in the bombings, but also don't forget all our military men that are going out there, because I don't know if I'm ever going to see my brother again.
Yeah. God damn. Wow.
I'm sorry, guys, it's just making me think I might never see him again for some stupid shit.
Yeah.
I'm real sorry, guys. I just wanted to call in and say that.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
Jimmy, yeah. I mean, what do you say? It's a scary time for everyone, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But and he's shipping out Monday.
Yeah, he just called me yesterday.
What does he do?
He's in the Navy.
I mean, what does he do in the Navy?
Well, he's an engineman.
Yeah.
But they told him that, if anything, he would be one of the first people to, land and start doing stuff. They're just preparing them all out. He's out in California. That's just what they're preparing him for right now.
What kind of ship is he on?
I'm not exactly sure.
No? Well.
Is he, pumped?
What?
Is he pumped up?
Yeah, he's pretty big for his size.
Yeah.
I mean, he's only 5'7",
Right.
But he's big for his size.
All right.
And he loves you guys, too.
Well, we'll be thinking about him.
All right.
All right, Jimmy, hang in there, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, man.
If it's any consolation, which, I doubt it, to any of these families of people that are going to be going over there and doing the deed, is the fact that the commitment to this action is going to be huge. People aren't going to be left out there hanging out there to dry, you know what I mean? It's going to be the opening salvo like we saw in the Gulf War. Before any people hit the beaches here, you're definitely going to see just a devastating attack with cruise missiles and air power.
A devastating first blow.
And that's the way we have to conduct our warfare in this day and age. That's it, and we have the technology to do it, and that's how we do it. So if it's any consolation, the best of the best, the United States military, it knows how to take care of itself. And it knows how to keep itself out of danger, or keep the danger to a minimum as much as you can when you're in that circumstance. But you just got to keep that in mind.
All right. Otto wants in. Otto.
Hello.
Otto from Otto and George. What's up, bro?
Hi guys. How you holding up?
Hey. All right.
Yeah. It's devastating. I live in Edgewater, so I was able to see a lot of the burning and dying. It was just terrible. We need some John Wayne type action.
Yeah.
Where's John Wayne when you need him? I'm going back to work tonight, so I don't know. It's like do I talk about it? It's like if I don't talk about it, everything I talk about is going to seem trite. And then if I do talk about it, I'm a monster, you know?
Well, I don't know how you comics deal with this stuff. I mean, how do you go into a club and start doing your act and, you know, everybody's freaked out about what they've seen. And
I'm just going under the assumption that people are going out for entertainment and I have to deliver. I mean, there were a lot of comedians during the Depression that did well. And, you know, anybody who's going to go out needs some escape, you know. Every TV set I walk by in my neighborhood, when I walk my dog, they're watching the Andy Griffith Show. Like they're trying to, you know, escape to an innocent time.
How do I buy that? I think if people are going to a comedy club this weekend, they're going to want to hear something a little different to get their minds off this.
Yeah, I mean, entertainment is there to forget that, you know, especially at a time like this when you can't do a damn thing. There's nothing you can do.
Right.
Except go shoot the guy you buy lottery tickets from at the gas station. But, you know, it's innocent, you know, it's just...
Yeah.
Yeah, so, anybody who wants to see a depressed ventriloquist, I'll be at the Groove tonight, Lyndhurst.
All right, Otto.
Yeah, what's the story? They're not letting anybody in the building?
Not really. Security's pretty tight.
Really?
Yeah. So
that's understandable.
A few of the guys got through, but,
they really cracked down.
We were going to try to throw not a party, but just we were trying to get a big get together going today, but it didn't work. So
right. Well, what do you got to get badges now? I mean, IDs and stuff.
Yeah, I think we're going to need them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had them in 3 years, so
damn,
going to need one now.
Yeah.
Where are your papers?
Oh man.
All right, Otto. Good luck to you, my friend.
Okay, thanks, boys.
We'll see you soon. All right.
Take it easy.
All right. Let's go to Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Yo, Lorenzo.
Oh, Dave.
Anthony.
Oh, Dave,
my
brother.
Good to hear you in good health, Opie.
Hey, Lorenzo, when are you going to get a good phone?
Yeah, I know his phone sucks.
You always have a bad phone.
I don't know, man. But it's been a hell of a week, you know?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's this, you know.
What's the mood of the hood?
Yo, believe it or not, I mean, even the most thuggish of persons that I know I can only describe it as faint with fear. People are, you know, especially Tuesday night going into Wednesday, I didn't go to sleep. I was glued to the TV, and I wanted to grasp all the information and all the images of what was happening, and it was surreal, and I couldn't believe it was happening, dude. Like I said Tuesday, I thought it was a stunt, man. I thought it was a stunt, a commercial, something, bro. Nothing. I didn't want it to be what it was, you know?
Yeah.
And I saw the buildings going. It's horrific, and this is a cataclysmic event in the history of this nation. The reaction of the people, you know. I mean, and on a big FU to the media, releasing the names of the terrorists, okay, I think in my view they're compromising the investigation that's going on, because they are not supposed to release the names of these people. If there's somebody who knows one of the persons that's on the list, they're going to skedaddle, you know what I mean, dude? They're gone.
Yeah, well,
I can't do that, man.
I think they're all trying to skedaddle if they know anyone involved with this anyway, so.
I mean, come on, keep the airports closed, keep everything closed, keep it on lockdown. They got some control of the situation, but I think it's still pretty chaotic out there. You know, they don't really know the extent, if there was a country or it's just we're dealing with individuals. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even talking as old dirty here, man. I'm shook, my brother, shook.
It's like the WWF. See, it's not old dirty. We're talking to Lorenzo.
You know what I mean, dog?
It's like we didn't hear from The Rock. We heard from Dwayne Johnson.
Man.
You can't show the fear, my brother.
Nah, never that.
That's what this is all about, the terror and the fear. You can't show that, my brother.
You're down with that, Opie? Word?
Word.
Yeah, word, man. You gotta keep it gangster, you know?
Hells yeah.
Did you see all that firepower above the city today when the president landed?
Huh?
That was unbelievable.
Forget about your tax dollars going into welfare programs and everything. There goes the artillery, kid.
That's it.
You know what I mean? But I had a problem getting into the building. They wouldn't let me in. I'm going to try on Monday.
Yeah, they're not letting anyone in for some reason. We gotta work that out because we need our peeps back.
Uncle Sam got some mad fat some mad fat weapons, yo.
Yo, this country, we do have the fat artillery.
The fat artillery, G.
But yo, you want to know something on a serious note?
Huh.
The world changed on Tuesday morning, kid. It's a whole different ballgame. And if these people are radical enough that they would do something as horrific as this, then biological terrorism and economic terrorism, I mean, it's you know, you can't put anything past these people. These people need to be arrested. They need to be dealt with in a manner that's going to effectively diminish the threat to this country.
We're up to the challenge, my friend.
I hope so, dude. You know, I'm going to be standing with you too, my brother.
I have all the confidence in the world in our president right now.
I would like to say that.
I don't think...
I do.
I don't think they're stupid.
As a matter of fact, George Bush, when he was down there at Ground Zero, he was standing up on a pile of rubble talking to the workers with bullhorn.
Yeah.
And at one point, somebody yelled, or a few people in the crowd started yelling that they couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Because I can't hear you. So he said, he goes, I could hear you. He said, the rest of the world hears you, and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Yeah.
So, can only wait.
You know what else? You know what I think else needs to be said? All these congressmen and all these little politicos, they need to step back away and stop looking for the photo opportunity. Because sometimes you get the feeling that they're doing it for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hope you guys are noticing that because I see it.
I see it. You know, and it's sickening, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Save the photo op for a better time, my brother. I'm not even thinking about re-electing nobody at this point. Keep Giuliani in there.
Anthony talked about leaders yesterday. It was a great little 15 minutes of the show yesterday.
No doubt.
Where, leaders are definitely not born, you know? I don't see Hillary being a leader right now. I don't see Chuck Schumer being a leader right now.
No way.
Someone that we have criticized on this show many, many times, the mayor of this fine city, has turned out to be a leader.
He has.
Under some tough, circumstances.
Yeah. He's great at emergency management. He knows crap about art and morality and all that happy horse crap. But as far as crisis leadership, the guy's right there at the top.
Yeah.
Hey Lorenzo, when are you going to get a phone in your crib?
If the federal government would extend a stay, would find it to let a man as opinionated as himself to have free phone service, hey.
Free phone service. You're on a street corner right now, right?
Yeah, man.
I heard hooking going on behind you and drug dealing.
There's a whole, life is going on here in small pockets, you know?
I hear it.
Glenn from Elizabeth, New Jersey says, wow, Old Dirty used the word cataclysmic. Is that the one word? Is that one his word of the day calendar that he stole from his last job?
Oh, man.
All right, Lorenzo.
All right, baby. Just try to keep the head up.
Yeah, we're trying.
I'll see you guys on Monday.
Okay.
Peace out, B.
Peace, baby.
All right. Let's go to Psycho Mark. Mark A.
Who would ever thought my neighborhood would look like Old Dirty's?
Oh, man.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Just a joke.
Wow.
Hey, we have a satellite photo of the whole mess.
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing how close your building is.
Yeah, we highlighted your building, and you're right there.
Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he missed that plane, if that plane missed the World Trade Center,
yeah,
I was next.
Yeah. Let me see which angle. Yeah, I guess so.
No, dude. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay.
I was looking right at him. I was next. That engine came off the plane and bounced down Church Street, off my bank, bounced off Fleet Bank building about 6 stories up, and came to rest 2.5 blocks from my house.
Oh, wow.
But enough of that. Hey, guys, I don't know if I just happen to tune into some other radio stations, but what morons. God, what losers. They're giving away, tickets for, hey, bring down some Gatorade and we'll give you a free pair of tickets to see some show. It's like, Losers.
They just don't know how to handle this.
Dude, I mean, that's wrong. And they're putting all these montages together of stupid stuff, of like sound effects, of sound bites, of like, oh, it's coming down. You know, it's like,
I know, with the music and...
oh, and yeah, like all these gay songs. It's like, you know, idiot program directors coming up with these, oh, let's get some really heartfelt music. You know, it's like, why don't you just shut the F up and play your same old crap?
You know what? 1010 Wins comes in and out of their breaks with this, the most depressing sounding music. I don't even know where they got it from. I think it was the depressing orchestra playing the most depressing hits of the depression. They're horrendous. And then over that, they play clips of people breaking down crying during interviews, and it's painful to listen to. And I hate the fact that they're doing that. It's fine if it's something spontaneous where they're talking to somebody and they happen to lose it, but to then record it and play it over the most depressing music.
Dude, it's brutal.
Awful.
I can't tell you how happy I am to be standing behind a camera worrying about whether or not a stupid BNC cable and an RCA cable are getting wet, rather than having to worry about the whole fact of watching it on TV. I can't even imagine.
Marcus from Philly says it's a shame Opie isn't depressed enough to stop bouncing that effing bottle cap.
What?
Shut up.
You faggot. Dude, my roommate left the windows open. I'm going to punch him right in the yam bag. He's such a moron.
It smells like smoke.
Dude, no, I saw it. We were on top of the live shot. I look over my building. I'm counting the windows down. I go, that faggot left the window open. So I had to climb up to 43 stories to get my crap out. I closed all the windows because they're wide open, yo. So I'm like losing. I'm like, what did he run down to Chelsea for a quickie? I mean, come on. He ran down to Chelsea for a fast one. As soon as the power went off, I gotta run. I gotta blow. You know,
all right, the Mark is coming back to life.
That.
You're coming back to life, my friend.
Dude, I apologize. On TV, dude, I aged 40 years in front of that camera. I apologize.
Hey,
after what I saw.
Hey, there's a sergeant in the Marine Corps that wants in. I got to talk to him.
Go ahead, guys. I got to run. God bless America.
Wow, look at you.
There you go, Mark.
No, Mark is really into this stuff.
Hell yeah, he's
right on,
patriotic.
Mark. All right, let's go to... did I lose him?
Hello?
Kevin.
Hey, guys. Hoorah.
Hoorah! Semper Fi!
We're heading down to Camp Lejeune this weekend. I'm a 2nd Marines 10th Battalion Artillery Unit.
Nice.
We usually put stickers on our 055s, which is a howitzer rounds from the artillery.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a wow sticker on it.
Nice. That's what we want to say.
I'm psyched. I'm going to blow the shit out of them.
You know, hold on. Management's been really cool with dumping out of our show.
Yeah.
I hope they let that through.
Yeah.
They're going to bomb the S out of them.
Well, Monday we will return to...
See, this guys, we need to hear this confidence coming from our military people, man.
Absolutely, man.
Guys.
We're all behind you, my brother.
There you go. Keep safe and kick some ass, man.
Thank you.
This sergeant. Go get him.
All right, let's
go get him, man.
Let's
I love that in true military Marine fashion.
Let's go to Fabio.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, man?
You guys have been great. I don't think I have to tell you that. I'm glad Psycho Mark brought up all the sappy music that's being played. And, you know, at first it was appropriate, but now it's time to head into a different direction, and maybe you guys should end your show with Marilyn Manson's fight song.
Marilyn Manson, maybe.
Well,
all right, Fabio, thank you.
All right. All right, bye.
Glenn the Tool again checking in. In 2 weeks, is Psycho Mark going to sue you guys for more money for appearing on your show today? I think we've gotten past that. That was more a problem with Psycho Mark and management and the company than it is with Psycho Mark and this program. We'd have to be insane to keep him off of this show.
Why is this reporter glowing?
What is he? That's odd. He's orange.
It looks like he's got dust and then he wiped off certain sections.
Or is that his makeup? It's probably his makeup, and then he had to wipe his face because of the rain and stuff down there, and he wiped half his makeup off. Melissa, what's going on?
Hi, I'm from southern New Hampshire. Have you had anybody you talked to from up here?
Oh, we've been talking to people from mostly Boston, Philly, New York, and Washington.
Okay, well, I have to start out by telling you, first of all, I'm not a fan of yours, and I'm not the demographic you really hit.
Okay.
But, and in fact, I'm so not a fan that my fiance absolutely loves you. Absolutely, you're always on the radio. That's how I found you.
Yeah.
And I've taken to calling you, whenever you're on, I tell Dan to get Ollie and Andy to hell off my radio station.
Ollie and Andy, Opie and Dopey, Dopey
I
and
know.
Craphead, the Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
I've been trying to get through because I have had it with the radio stations in Boston where they won't let angry people, quote unquote, like me get through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have nowhere to channel in southern New Hampshire now. I mean, the only good thing I can say that I'm seeing coming from this is how we're all coming together. We've got flags everywhere. Every sign says God bless America. It's bringing us together. But I don't know what to do with my energy. And I've been trying to get through to you because I'm so angry. I'm so sad. I don't know what to do with this energy. I'm seeing Arabs in cars on the way down the highway, and I'm wondering if I should report them. I don't know for what.
Yeah, I feel bad for the Arab Americans, man. But
I'm scared.
Yeah, we're all scared. I'm looking a little differently at them. I mean, I got to be honest.
And I don't
you don't know. You don't know.
I'm not going to rap anyone in the head.
No. We had a horrific story on the show earlier. And you want to tell the people in case they're just tuning in?
And
Philadelphia,
Philly.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
YSP, they were having people come down and drop off essential goods, things that people have been asking for to help out in the relief.
And the outpouring of support, unbelievable. They had over 1,000 people outside the radio station. They're filling up truck after truck after truck, and they're heading to New York with all these supplies.
So all of a sudden, up rolls a truck full of Arab men, about 5 or 6 of them, did she say? They get out in full regalia. I mean, they had the robe thing on, the turbans, the big beards, and people were looking like, what the hell is this about? They open up the truck and start giving, equipment and supplies and, smiling to each other. And some people were tearing up.
And cheering.
Yes, people started cheering.
Listen how this story ends.
The Arab guys were tearing up at the, emotion that was there. Some son of a bitch.
I don't mean to laugh because it's an uncomfortable laugh.
It's typical, is what it is. Some son of a bitch from the crowd runs up and punches one of them right in the face. One of the Arab guys right in the face,
and the whole crowd.
And it ruined the moment. It's exactly like if you watch Mars Attacks, and you see that when the girl releases the dove. After we greet the aliens and it flies away and the nice music's playing and all of a sudden the alien just pulls out the laser gun and shoots the dove. It's exactly what it was like. That tender moment where you could almost picture the music that would fit the mood perfect. And then some jackass runs toward him and punches him in the face. Oh, you silly humans.
I do want to applaud you. You people, thank you for letting me get through. Thank you for letting me express some of my anger. I don't know what to do with all this energy. I'm going to sit on my steps with my vigil tonight at 7 o'clock, something I got in my email. And basically, I wanted to say, I'm not your demographic. I'm 28. I'm a real estate agent in southern New Hampshire.
All right, hold on. Slow down.
That's our demo.
We got 28-year-old ladies listening to us like crazy.
Yeah, I thought when you said you were out of a demo, you were an older woman.
I'm not you're not like my favorite music. I don't listen to your type of music, but you are. I'm definitely going to be listening to you from now on. And I just wanted to say that I totally believe that this country needs to be cut out like a cancer, like so many of your listeners have said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just saw something on Channel 12 News or Channel 9 News this afternoon that Osama bin Laden was having these DVDs put out for children, training children to be terrorists.
Oh, great.
Made me sick to my stomach. They actually showed children in school training with the little caps on, and then they would take them out instead of for recess to train them in military exercises.
Yeah.
6, 7-year-olds. It made me sick. And
Well, the rules have changed, Melissa.
Yeah.
And Melissa, we can only hope that after enough time it goes by and after the military does what we know it's going to do, that we can get back to the point where you effing hate us again, because
excellent.
I really don't like the idea that you're enjoying us.
No, I really, and thank you. Thank God I got through, because I got to say my piece, and that's what you've been letting. And every other radio station is going back to like music, and I've had it.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think it's appropriate yet.
All right, Melissa, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we don't think it's appropriate either. And,
I'm kidding. Come on.
We're going to continue just talking, Anthony.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not going back to music.
No.
I don't even think we're going to go back to doing music on Monday.
Right. All next week we will not play music.
No music on this program.
That's right. We're making a stand. Derek, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Listen, I did 4 years in the Marine Corps active duty.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
We gotta ease up on the language. We really do.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. That's my fault.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm like, you go 4 years active, you get 4 years inactive. So I'm torn, Half of me is like, I'm a little scared, but I'm dying to, I'm almost waiting for the call, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just want to get back in there. I just want to get back into it. I got my gear all out, and I'm thinking about it, but it's scary. And the one thing I just really want to say is that this is something that we have to do, just for the memory of every other person that ever was a soldier and ever went to fight any other war for this country. I mean, we are much better equipped. We have, technology has improved the military just with food and with weapons. And, when you think about what other people have done with not, they didn't have the kind of technology that we have today. I know that, we haven't had a war that is going to last as long as this, because I'm thinking this is a minimum of 5 years, 5-year engagement to do it right.
Wow. All right.
All right, guys, that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Derek.
All right.
Let's go to Tom. Tom, you're next. Tommy, we lose you, Tom.
No, I'm here.
Okay, let's go.
Hey, you guys there?
Yeah, let's go, Tom.
First I want to request Led Zeppelin, because you play music all the time.
No music. We're going music free.
Oh, wrong station.
For a while, I think.
This is our new format. We need to talk now.
Really? I need another station then. No. Hey,
wow.
No, I'm kidding.
No,
what I want to tell you guys is I've been in the military, active duty, for 18 years. I'm looking at retiring here in 2 years. And now this crap is going on. And it's given a new perspective on things to me. And if you guys could only see what is going on in our military bases right now, because the other day I tried to send you instant feedback because you were kind of bashing our president about not reacting, Anthony, but...
Yeah?
You gotta, I hope you've been listening because we've changed our...
Yeah.
And I wasn't bashing him on what he was saying. I was bashing him on the fact that I really felt he could be a little more personal about it and kind of convey more of his feelings than just reading a written speech. That's all I said.
But in my instant feedback, I tried to say is I tried to explain that the American people needed to see our president strong and firm and not showing emotions, that he was in control.
Yeah, I understand that part of it.
I only like my Vulcans without emotion, to tell you the truth.
Hey, Spock was the greatest guy on Earth. But anyway, yeah,
on Earth.
my point is what is going on in this country right now, and with our military. If I could tell you, you would not believe what is happening.
Yeah.
We are prepared. We are going to deal with this, and it's going to be taken care of. It's going to be a long situation. My 20 years is probably going to be extended just a little bit longer.
20 years.
But
no, he's been in 18.
I've been in 18.
I thought the operation was going to take 20 years.
It's not going to take 20 years. But
I got
neither
things
do I.
to do.
Yeah, I want to retire.
All right, Tom, wrap it up because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I know you are. And here's my final statement. You guys are doing a great job. The people of this country have come together. The people of New York have come together. We're really seeing what this country really is.
All right.
So put your damn flags out and show pride in your country.
All right. Thank you, Tom.
Have a good one, guys.
You too, my friend.
Why would that one guy said take 5 years to complete this? Why?
Hold on. You honestly think this is going to be just a short little thing?
No, but 5 years? Do you
it's
think
going to take a while, my friend.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's as easy as dropping, it's been said, a few nukes or,
Hey, a couple of nukes would be great.
Well, that would make the statement, but it's, you got to get to the true root of the problem. These guys are funded and they're all over the place. We don't know where they are. Some of them were living in Hollywood, Florida.
In Jersey.
In Jersey, all over the place.
Well, there we go. Frank Bishop from Allentown, Pennsylvania, pissed off at the Opie and Anthony show. I will never listen again. Ooh. Who do you think you are to make fun and laugh at the people at the WWF for sharing their feelings on what happened? Now,
Are you kidding me?
hold the phone, Frank. You listen to that Stephanie McMahon speech where she is trying to tell the story about her parents and their struggle with the courts and trying to equate that to what happened on Tuesday. And you tell me that is that we shouldn't make fun of that. Come on, Frank. Give me a break.
Bye-bye, Frank.
Oh, and hey.
Mark.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah, well, I found out a couple days ago, obviously, this happened to all of us, but I live up in Connecticut, right in the Fairfield area, and, there's pretty much a lot of people work in that building. So a lot of people have been missing, and, I've been raging, and I've just been getting so much out of here, and everybody, say their piece on your show. And it's helped me. Like, I'm a songwriter, and I wrote something, and I hope I can say my point, and you guys will just let me have 2 minutes, real quick. It's a really powerful song. It's called Bomb That Terrorist Land. So if you guys will let me just play that real quick. It's on CD. I did it today, and I don't know if you guys would be cool with that. Real quick. If you don't like it, you can cut it off, but just...
You know what? Send it in.
Yeah, Mark, please send it in.
Because, did it just go like this when we're under these...
all right, I just wanted you guys to hear it first, because I'm going to send it to basically every place, but you guys are my favorite, and I just wanted you to hear it.
Well, just send it in, and we'll try to play it on Monday, okay?
All right, right on.
All right, man.
Take care.
Thanks, Mark. We are just about out of here, my friend. Oh, Vanjie wants in. The sister from the hood. Vanjie!
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
Listen, when you were talking about other stations playing commercials, I had just turned to this other station last night because they were playing some inspirational music. But they made the...
What's inspirational music to you, Vanjie? Some Al Green?
No.
No?
No, it was one of the songs was When We Fall Down, We'll Get Up. It was something like a gospel song.
Gospel music, yeah.
Well, it wasn't all gospel music. But anyway, what totally turned me off was they started this commercial advertising Torno watches and where you could buy them, and they were rattling off all the places, and one of the places was the World Trade Center.
Oh, boy.
And I could not believe it, that they're so hungry for money that they couldn't just,
at least listen to the commercial.
Yeah,
that, it was appropriate.
Yeah, and this was like last night, and I couldn't believe it. It's one of the local radio stations here.
Wow.
And it's really quiet up here. You don't hear the SUVs going by with the blasting music like you usually do.
Right. All right, Vanjie, thanks for sharing.
Okay, guys.
All right, we got to go.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Lou, what's going on?
Hey, guys, how you doing out there, man?
Good.
I'm out east, guys, and it's the most intense thing I've ever seen. It's a beautiful rainbow, and now there's another one coming up. It's a double rainbow, so bright and intense.
Where are you?
Out east, by exit 62 on the LIE on the South Shore. It goes from the South Shore, to the North Shore.
You see two huge rainbows?
Yeah.
Cool.
Symbolic for me, man, because what's going on, man, it's like growing. It's unreal.
See, things you just take for granted, all of a sudden it's a little cooler.
Thanks, Lou.
Yeah, it helps, man.
All right, we got to get out of here, Anthony.
We do we?
Yes, we do, my friend. Well, I hope everyone can try to have a good weekend. And
yeah, I'm very glad it's Friday. I would not look forward to having to come in tomorrow and just deal with this again.
All right, we'll regroup and we'll be back on Monday at 3. Thanks, guys. We appreciate all the phone calls and stuff, okay?
Yes.
And like we've been doing, I guess, a moment of silence for the victims, Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
And then a quick song that we played earlier in the show for the victims and the rescuers, okay?
Right.
That's a cool way to end today. We'll see you guys Monday at 3.